time.
It's time once again for the fan mail. And luckily for me, I was expecting to have to do this on my own, but thankfully, Morgan's here. Hello, Morgan.
What up? It's your boy Big Morgs, and I'm mostly ready.
Oh no, I've got Zach's nameplate over your face. It's all gone wrong. I was so
Yikes!
no, I fixed it. Yeah, no, I was genuinely expecting to do it on my own, so I reconfigured a bunch of stuff. Then I had to reconfigure it back because you arrived.
I showed up without announcing my arrival.
Oh, but you forgot your beard, and that's the part that I'm upset about.
I was somewhere and I had to move really fast, and my beard just stayed there, and I moved out of my beard.
It's a new look, that's for sure. And I mean, looking clean, says Dark Page.
Yeah.
Zach's a bit upset as well because he doesn't like change either, I assume.
The problem is that I bought a little beard trimmer, and I was like, "Oh, I'll make it all nice," and I was trimming it up a little bit, and then it just kept getting shorter and shorter, and then I was like, this whole thing's gotta go because I messed it up. It'll grow back, so don't worry. But then I shaved, and I don't shave very often, as you can imagine, and I shaved with a straight razor, so I cut the hell out of my face in a couple spots. Because normally I just
Ouch.
use a straight razor to edge up around it's the best tool for cleaning up around the edge. What kayak?
I agree. Oh, so I put a little GIF image on this screen of the
Oh
state of
my.
GameFront currently. You can have a look at that.
Oh, the kayak sinking.
The sinking kayaks. Zach, I pinged everybody in our new central channel that you are encouraging everyone to use. So it's not my fault if you didn't look in the right place, but I tagged you. You should have got the notification. I bet you've muted the channel, haven't you? I bet you've even muted the server. I bet you're going to blame me for everything. But I informed everybody that I was going to give them 20 minutes and then I was going to go live. So do not, I genuinely cannot win. We should have a central place to communicate. You didn't communicate with me outside of this central. Anyway, we'll take that offline.
Ooh, stage discovery. What is this? Live stages.
Why am I just getting?
Oh, they're doing the. I know what this is.
I'm getting so spammed with emails right now. I'm just getting like
I don't think I'm a part of this new central Discord situation.
Oh no, you are. I can see you there.
Let's see. Is it this one? Is it the one where you guys are all talking about falling asleep?
You go onto the GameFront server and then you scroll down to staff chat, which is the secret area that no one can see apart from us. And then it's the top one. I'll ping you in there. But yeah, Zach says you've probably muted it. He also telling me to shut the duck up. Discord is terrible. I mean, yeah. So no, the one that says GameFront dash
gotcha.
LT. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know this channel existed. Let me just give you guys. You are welcome.
So we'll take it offline.
Glad I made this channel for you.
Anyway, so now people are just watching the boat sink live, which is great.
Bam and send
and anyway, so what's the impetus behind the beard shaving? Anyway, is this because you have decided to go with a new look, or is it for a part, or what's the gimmick?
No. I literally was trimming it up. I was going on an online date, the first one since the pandemic, and I just was trimming, and it just got out of hand.
I've done that before, where I've done a trim, but then I've trimmed so far that on one bit it was I'll have to shave it all off now. This is a mistake.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh dear. So it's coming back basically. Is the
yeah. It's at the worst stage right now because it's sandpapery.
Oh no, that's why I don't like. The worst thing about growing a beard is two after clean shaving, maybe 2 to 3 days in. That's when it's just oh my god, it's the worst.
Yeah. But then 1 weekend, it's at its perfect it's stubbly looking but soft.
Yeah, that's kind of the stage I'm at the moment. So one week
Yeah.
to 1 week to 3 weeks in, is the golden period.
Well, by
And
the time you get into 3 weeks, you've got just a full bushy beard.
yeah, but by the time you get to 3 weeks, you're on a full beard again. And I don't like
Yeah.
having that either because I just find that's very irritating. But I have numerous issues with dermatitis. Anyway, we'll take that offline.
Actually, we can just let that one go. We don't have to take all of these offline. Like some we can just, let go.
We could just let it go. Okay. Pendon doesn't recognize you. Yes, it's Morgan. It's the
I look very
adventurous.
strange. One of the reasons that I was so late, I mean, I told you this, but so I got a T-Mobile 5G hotspot, and it's actually pretty sick. I tested it the other day when I was on 5G, and I was getting 20 up and 20 down on cellular service, which is pretty great. So I wanted to test doing the live stream from my van, but my laptop battery is garbage, and it like drained in my backpack, and so I had to come back. So that's one of the reasons I was late. My apologies.
You are forgiven, I guess.
Thank you.
Do we have any other
But
announcements? Oh,
wouldn't it
sorry.
be fun to do it from the van?
Yes, it'd be fun to do it on the move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know about that.
That wouldn't work necessarily as you go from like cell tower to cell tower, but you could imagine people have done that before. You could give us like a tour of LA. We could go to James' house live, knock on the
Oh
door.
man, he
Where
would
where
hate that.
where are you,
He would
James?
lose.
Why are you not here?
Can you imagine how hard he would lose his mind if we went to his house live from the
You'd have
outside in?
you'd have to do it as a full bit though. Like you'd have to be dressed up as like a news reporter. You'd have to have a guy with the camera and the lights and everything, and just be like grilling him for answers like he's a politician that's done something really bad, chasing him down the street while he's just going no comment, no comment. Uh,
Danny, I'm not one to like judge comedic stuff, but I haven't seen this kayak thing, but no one knows what it means.
it's the digital representation of the future of GameFront or the current
I
state
know,
of GameFront. I'm get rid of it then.
but
People
the
don't like
thing,
it.
yeah, if you have to explain it, then it's not like really a good bit.
Well, it was supposed to. Well, it was going to be there because I was going to be on my own. Then you turned up, and it's so now I'm
Yeah.
not on my own, and it loses a bit of whatever. Do we have any other announcements? I'm guessing no.
um. Oh, I am. I have access to an air conditioned place where I haven't set up my office yet. It won't be permanent, but I will be setting up there this week. So I should be able to resume live streams with my 5G and this air conditioned place.
Well, that's exciting. That's very
Yeah.
exciting.
So we
I've
can finally finish whatever game I was playing, that anime game.
yeah Scarlet Nexus.
I don't know. So
Scarlet
long ago, I
Nexus.
forgot.
Scarlet
That
Nexus.
game is harsh. I mean, it's got a lot of good stuff going for it, but it is so much dialogue. You have to be really into the anime more than the game part.
I have some good news on the same subject actually. All
Okay,
the all of your Scarlet Nexus videos, along with all the other live streams, are all I've
they're
I've
all live
I've,
now.
I've put them all on GameFront VODs.
Nice.
I've stopped neglecting that again, and I've got it all synced up and up to date again. So uh,
That's great.
up to and including yesterday's It Takes Two live stream. And what I've also done is I've put all the playlists for all of the different
Oh,
streams on the homepage of the main channel. So if you go on the homepage of the main channel and scroll down, it says Game from VODs, and you can see there Scarlet Nexus, It Takes Two, Forest, blah, 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 all the stuff. Easy access to all of the stuff in one place now.
nice. I like that.
So that's cool.
Dark Pages asking, will recordings of James and Morgan be recorded this week? If somebody could just like get a hold of James and like lock him down to a decision one way or the other, that'd be great.
Recordings of the recordings. So does that mean not the actual videos, but recordings of you recording the videos?
They want evidence that we're working on it at least.
I just want CCTV footage live from
Yeah.
James's flat of him in his little corner, just working away.
Oh
Like,
my.
yeah.
Painters like painting around him, not even knowing that he's there, just because he's so hidden in his little thing.
Imagine if he turns up later and just finds that they've painted over his green screen, they've just painted over his setup completely, so it just does not come in paint. That would be great.
When you drink soda, the little soda tab is cold and it touches your upper lip.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Eating and drinking is weird. Drinking especially is weird after you shave a beard, especially if you've had it for so long. Like
Yeah, because you're not just like throwing it down your throat. You're like, it's a lot more intimate.
I like the I noticed as well. Like when you like if you drink out of a bottle and you've
Uh
clean
huh.
shaven for the first time in ages, like you don't expect it to like have such a
A
close
suction.
suction on the top lip, and I'm like, well, what's going on here? That's not normal. Like nearly rips the top of my lip off trying to take a drink, and then it's like, yeah. And then the top of your lip feels all cold and wet, and it's like, oh, this is like God invented beards
Yeah.
for a reason, I think. Uh, so nature's water filter. Maybe not. Anyway,
Yo.
did I any other announcements? I don't think so.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
no.
that was the other thing I was going to rant about. So Twitch, all the partnered stuff's been done, and we're all partnered up and stuff. They won't
Uh-huh.
let us. They won't let us have the subscribe button because of some weird agreement that they did maybe with Defy Media years ago. I have no idea what's going on, and I've been trying to
Wait,
contact
so
them for
people
weeks.
can't subscribe to the channel?
So people not yet. I've been trying to get hold of Twitch support. They won't reply to me. I even spoke to the guy who used to be head of publisher relations at Twitch because he works for me now and he can't help me. I've been pestering them on Twitter. So if you want to get on Twitter and help me and just like tweet to my
Oh,
tweet and
yes.
just say, Twitch, wake the fuck up, please, and just answer my emails because I need to get this fixed. That would be much appreciated. Thank you, thank you.
Us versus the man, just a small revolution.
Yes, rebel. We need to rebel. Anyway, that was it.
I
Let's
can see the dozens of tweets rolling in right now. Twitch
yeah,
bending at the knee to our will.
all three of them. They're going to be quaking. They're going to be quaking in the boots in a minute, boys and girls. We've got them. I should probably share
Oh,
my screen with you so you can see the comments, right?
oh, I've been just reading the regular comments. Let's see here.
There we go. No, you can see the comments. But yeah, Twitch is horrible about support. I can't log into my account. It's been years. I know it's terrible. I mean, like I contacted them 2 weeks ago. I've got about 4 tickets open and they haven't replied to any of them. Because every time they don't reply to the last ticket, I give them the benefit of the doubt and open a new ticket saying you didn't reply to my old ticket. So they now got a ticket about the ticket about the ticket, which is complaining about the fact that they didn't reply to the first ticket.
That's terrible.
This is just how I'm going to play it until I get satisfaction. um. Anyway, humankind.
Well, I mean, the other announcement is that you single-handedly carried the gauntlet of Gamefront forward
I
to the
tried.
next week all by yourself.
I
How did that feel?
I tried. I mean, mixed results. So I mean, Zach was shouting at me because he was like, "Oh, if you're going to do a load of videos, why don't you do them on actual games people want to watch?" And I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Yeah, okay, that's a fair point, I guess." I just
that
play.
that's always the balance. Like, do I play a game that people want to watch or a game that I want to play? Stuff.
These are the kind of videos I would make if it was just me left to my own devices. I quite like.
We'll give it
I
a
have
couple weeks.
yeah, give it a couple of weeks, I guess. I have 3 modes. I have I have terrible games which are intentionally bad because I find humor in that,
Yeah,
which is kind of what the train station renovation thing
your
was.
your Zamboni simulators, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just the terrible stuff.
Yeah,
Trash Man Simulator or whatever the hell, like all the terrible stuff. Because it's funny
yeah.
to me. I just find that stuff funny. I don't know why. Uh, the second type is nostalgic stuff, so that's why I did Elite Force because it's like a retro kind of old school retro thing. People
Yeah.
like retro. And then the third thing I did was Crash Bandicoot, which is relatively modern, and that's a platformer, which I'm
I
quite good
mean,
at.
that's very retro, even if it's modern.
Yeah, it's a remake of a red, but it's still retro. That's true.
Yeah.
But then I
But
did
that IP is like 25, 30 years old.
yeah, fair enough. Okay. But then the fourth one was Humankind, which is the first one we'll read the comments on, and that was so new that nobody else had released a video on it yet because I'd had the game like 5 days before everybody else at least.
Oh, wow.
So you can't get any more cutting edge than the Humankind video.
Look at that. Gamefront. right on the edge of making news.
Well, basically, the second the game went live, the video went live. Nobody realized, like nobody cottoned on. Like I didn't announce it. I didn't say, look at this special thing that we've got. I just said, I just did it and just thought I'd see if anyone noticed. Nobody cared. No, nobody noticed. Nobody went, oh, Gamefront's got the first hour of gameplay before everybody else. Like, who cares? It was a waste of time and energy. But at least I made the effort. So like you can't like Zach can't turn around to me and say, "Why are you playing all these 20-year-old games that nobody cares about?" Like that was that was literally to the second of release. That is as cutting edge as you can physically get it. Like
Yeah, Zach.
strings were pulled at Sega for that.
uh, did you like it?
I don't really play 4X strategy games, so I mean it's
Okay.
no, I liked it. I thought it was good. It was it's just like I say, it's just not my kind of game, so I probably wasn't the most qualified to review it. So we did
Yeah.
the first hour, and so my friend Andrew joined me on that video because I couldn't get anybody else, and he does play those kinds of games, and he seems to enjoy it. So he kind of helped me a little bit. But I went through the tutorial and stuff, and it's a bit like Civ. So if you've ever played Civilization 6 or 5 or whatever, it's very similar.
Mhm.
But it's just well, it's more modern. It's got a cleaner UI. It's simplified somewhat, so it's a lot easier to play because Civ 6 is a bit of a nightmare
Yeah.
from a UI point of view. And then it's got this really cool feature where you can basically like make up to 1 million combinations of uh, cultures, basically. So you know, like how you pick. Oh, excuse me. You know the culture you want to play. So like you want to be.
Yeah.
Who loves you?
Oh, here he is.
Oh, no, he's drunk again.
Oh,
Thank
damn
God.
it. Isn't that predictable? It's the fact that I kick over my so early in the morning. If I just keep it going, am I really never not drunk?
Yeah. What's up with your internet?
My internet's fine. Is something
Oh,
wrong with
okay.
it?
I don't
You
know.
were
Does
You
it
sound
sound
like
bad?
you're cutting out a little bit
yeah, you were Daleking
Mm.
out a bit there, but
choppy.
Maybe it's because I got so excited right when I got here and the internet was just warming up.
Yeah, you gotta let the oil get into the engine.
Yeah, yeah. The coconuts. They need to start.
Yeah. They gotta
um,
rattle around in that barrel enough to create enough friction to shoot the internet out.
yeah. I understand how these things work.
It's science.
Plus, the coconuts where I get my rum from.
Uh,
I
Zach,
watched a
we've
Ghost
been
Story last night with the
you did
Moens. We had a
you did
date night.
watch it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's not a new movie, is it?
No, 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 but it's from the same guy who did Green Knight.
Oh, that's why
And
you
it's
weren't
like
going.
almost completely different style of film, but shot very similarly, very like long, slow shots or
Because I have a counter watch that we should do. That's a new movie,
Mm.
Reminiscence.
Yeah. I'm totally down to see that turd of a
Okay,
film.
because I watched it last night and I have some things to say.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
That's the
so
Hugh Jackman one, right? That's supposed to be like
mhm,
Inception.
yeah, mhm,
Inception meets Westworld or something because it's like
yes,
from one of the creators.
it's just as good as Inception. Put it on.
Oh no, because I don't remember liking Inception, even though I probably should have. I
No,
was
you
too
definitely
tired.
should have. Inception is one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched it 7 times in the theater.
Jesus!
Mhm. Twice in IMAX.
Wow!
Yeah.
God, you must really like Christopher Nolan then,
I'm
or is
not
it
a
just the
giant fan,
cast?
it's just that movie. I just was like, "Yep, love it."
Love every moment about it.
Yeah, just good visuals, like, didn't get too deep into the story or trying to explain the science or just let it
Oh
be.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Well,
You
we'll talk
know,
about it on the podcast. More that's
yeah. Save it for the
more that
podcast. I guess
on the podcast.
that's gonna be fucked up. That I prefer Reminiscence over Inception probably in the long run because I bet Reminiscence
Uh,
I'm gonna get some giggles out of.
oh, yeah. Well, we'll talk about it.
Okay. Well, a ghost story I did just want to bring up. You guys were making comments about like James and his apartment and the place is getting painted. It made me think of a ghost story. Like he's just got a blanket over his head, acting like a ghost. Spooky. Woo. Like, okay, let's just finish painting. Get the fuck out of here.
I can see that being a thing.
Yeah.
because there's a lot of dust sheets around when people paint, and you know he's going to look at one of those and think,
You know what's really interesting? I'm just seeing about a ghost story is the male characters credited as man. I think most of the movie, but he's on here the letter C. The female, the letter M. Danny, you seeing the connection here?
No, we don't see it.
It Takes Two, baby.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You're Cody. I'm May. We both the letters.
Oh.
Danny and I yesterday spelled cum.
No, come on.
Well, no, we didn't spell that.
We did.
It was just
Come
no.
on, you did not.
We did.
That
we
so
learned that word.
it takes two. I think Zach is trying to find metaphors in the gameplay that
Oh, I'm sure
potentially
they exist, right?
Well, I mean, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I mean, I
think it's less metaphors and more of like euphemisms that I'm looking for.
Oh well, I apologize, but
yeah.
But isn't that what you're doing at all times?
Yeah, no. It's just that's what my brain does.
Yeah.
One other thing, A Ghost Story, amazing soundtrack.
Really? I mean, I should still watch it, but I was thinking like we should do something more like cutting edge, you know?
You know, I know that, but this is like my Crash Bandicoot. Okay, I'm gonna record something, and this is from me. This is my Star Trek Elite Voyager or Voyager Elite Force. Did you watch it, Morgan? Danny play Star Trek?
No, is it amazing?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I miss that. I love that game.
Danny doesn't know anything about Star Trek or even like it that much.
Yeah, he's just a big old poser.
Okay. I've just been reading the chat throughout all this. I just want to say thank you.
Just take a random shot at Danny.
And
just trying to do his best.
Well, I mean, I just want to thank Panda for the support. And then I'm also reading out like Xenolike, Dark Page. Everyone else is just like, where's James and Morgan? Are you going to do more videos next week? We need more James back. We need Morgan back. I quit, to be honest. I give up.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
All the heavy hitters are gone, man.
But no one will ever be 100% satisfied, no matter what happens.
This is true.
Which is good. It drives us to keep going forward or changing stuff or making stuff new. It's not bad, but it is the nature of things.
Hey, Zach, is your camera's not working? I don't know if that's on purpose.
I popped it back up. I accidentally went to YouTube on that window.
Oh, no, I'm talking about your camera. I don't want to know about what else you popped up, but
YouTube.
Okay,
Danny,
cool. Hello.
I'm being told that there's theme music like at the beginning of these live streams.
When you transition from the announcement section to the first comment video, the intro plays. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, maybe just like a heads up whenever you're gonna do that. Apparently, I've been talking through it every single time that we've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to control really because like you guys just kind of go off on tangents and I don't know when to do it. Because I'll be like, let's do the first video, and then Zach will talk about I don't know Robert Redford or some other film actor or something. I don't know.
Nice pull, Danny. Nice pull.
That's where you win.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Talking about Jimmy Stewart. Christmas.
Jimmy Stewart's the water boy? Oh. Do you think Adam Sandler...
Bobby Boucher?
Yeah, do you think Adam Sandler based the water boy on Jimmy Stewart?
Oh my god, he did probably. All of Adam Sandler's characters are based off of Jimmy Stewart. Punch Drunk Love.
Zach took a shower? I gotta see this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you just taken a shower, Zach?
Oh, wait,
no.
He's clean. His area is clean. Did you have a lady come over? What's going on?
Oh, this is my office. This is my office space.
Why is it so much more tidy than everywhere else?
It's not.
It is. Hey, what's that little? What's in that little jar? What's in that little paraphernalia jar?
Nothing.
Holy moly!
Look at the Funko Pops though. How cool are those?
No. Let's talk about that wax, baby. What about that?
This was given to me by my medical marijuana dispensary, but it was full of Starburst.
That's how they get
So
you. You're like, but weed Starburst, right? And they're like,
yeah.
no, just regular Starburst.
Yeah. You
Cool,
gotta
cool,
pay for the ones with weed. We'll
all
give you the
right, all
free
right, all
ones.
right, all right, cool, 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 cool.
Cool.
Man,
The
I
Pusher
can't look at
Man.
myself too much. Sorry, I apologize for my face, everybody. It's tough.
It's
Tough to
so
look at.
clean. It's like a
It's
baby's
gross.
bottom.
Yeah.
It's almost
Uh-oh.
like a baby
Blur that
bottom.
out. That's not
Yeah.
Huel. That wasn't Huel.
No, I stole this from my housemate, Herbe.
That's your housemate's name? Urbe?
Mm-hmm. Herbe. Do you want to eat curry tonight, Herbe?
I would. I would love some yellow curry. Oh
Funko
wait, you guys
Pops.
do more Thai. Or no.
No, actually, I mostly make Indian curry.
Okay.
Apparently, Funko Pops will be the currency of the post-apocalypse.
I could see that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that'd be so inconvenient though. Like bottle caps I get from Fallout, easy to hold on to, but imagine having a bag full of Funko Pops.
I
Well,
know.
what about when the currency was salt and you had to carry a sack of salt around?
I know you got assaulted all the time.
Ah. Anyway, I
We
don't
need
know.
James back. We need James back.
We're missing the comedy element here.
I'm doing my best, Captain.
Wait, what the hell? I'm a professionally trained comedian.
Oh,
Oh, I know you are. Sorry, I shouldn't have said
I
that.
know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
So
I
the first comment on humankind wasn't anything to do with humankind. It was just a comment from Christy, who was asking, "Hello, can you start a series with PS3 games?" Out of nowhere, completely irrelevant to the video in hand. But I thought I'd be nice and reply with, "What kind of PS3 games do you enjoy?" And then he or she replied with Mortal Kombat 9. I don't know what H2S is. Don't know if you guys can translate that. H2S. Deadpool, Asura's Wrath, and I'm assuming that's supposed to be Borderlands 2 and not Borderlands 2. But there we go. Yes.
Why the PS3 and not the PS4?
I have no idea. 2 generations ago now. Very specific.
Yeah.
This How to Survive too, could it? Such a random game.
Maybe.
Then again, they put Deadpool down too as a game.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, but they want it. We got to do it, right?
Oh, I mean, I'm not
You're
saying
the one that engaged with this fan. You're gonna have to go all the way through and do each one of these a full playthrough.
I was purely just asking out of politeness.
Well, they just also responded to you in politeness because you start the video by saying hello, and if someone doesn't respond hello back, it's pretty like rude. So they were just being kind, and they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna start a conversation with this person."
Fair point. I mean, people in the chat are saying also they don't understand what prompted this comment, and you know, neither do I. But I mean, yeah, PS3 is like two generations ago, and it's not like PS3 is now in that weird sort of space where it's not old enough to be retro. It's not new enough to be played anymore. It's kind of living in that limbo time.
That gross section of
time. It's like fashion, right? Like something's fashionable, and then it becomes unfashionable, and then it becomes fashionable again when it becomes retro. If that makes sense.
Yes, to the parachute pants right now.
Wouldn't the most polite thing to do would have been just to be like, "Hi, thanks for the comment." No.
that wouldn't have been polite. That would have just been rude. I mean, personally, I wouldn't.
Definition of polite: you're being honest.
You appreciate the comment, but also you're not going to start 5 PS3 playthroughs.
Well, you see,
now they expect you to do it.
No, they don't, because this is where my community management skills come in. Because I didn't say anywhere that I would do anything. I just asked them. I flipped it back on them and said, "What do you play?" I didn't say I would play anything. I didn't commit to anything. That being said, I'm always keeping my eyes and ears open for ideas.
If you had written it as GameFront and you didn't specify who had written it, I think you'd been a little bit more in the okay here. But you clearly, Danny King asked this person, "What kind of PS3 games do you enjoy?"
Yes, that's not a commitment to do. That's not a commitment to do anything.
Okay, now look at what you've done. People are suggesting other PS3 games that we should play.
Ooh. Yeah, well, this is what. So fair enough. Maybe there's something in it. I don't know. People want to see Little Big Planet, Dungeon Siege 3. I mean,
I loved Little Big Planet, but that's
And also, now,
Alright.
just as an update, Christy's now trying to play Attack on Titan as well. So,
Mhm.
just so people are aware. Fuck all to do
Here-
with Humankind, by the way. The game that we pulled strings for to get on, on Go Live. But I mean, thank you anyway for the comment. I'm definitely not bitter or upset about it.
As he states that, and no one thought that. Now we're thinking it.
Yeah, everybody. All right, go out and get your PS3s. I'll go get one, and then we'll be
Doesn't
back.
James have one?
Nobody
Just
knows
pass it
what's
around.
going
He
on.
can play Pain. He can get his Pain on.
I don't
Can he
think
play H2S?
Yeah, I still want to know what H2S is. I don't have my PS3 anymore, but I did find my Xbox 360 the other week. So
Nobody wants to see that.
sorry, excuse me. What's wrong with the Xbox 360? Why?
It's called hydrogen sulfide. It's a chemical compound with it's a colorless collagen hydrid gas with the characteristic. Oh, it's rotten eggs. I think it's what they put in propane.
And propane accessories?
Oh no, it's not. It's poisonous, corrosive, and flammable. Oh gosh!
I can't believe Morgan's stealing the bit I almost did.
I'll be honest. I think you may have looked up the wrong H2S. To be honest,
it's How to Survive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. All H2S games on Steam Winter Sale. This is the other thing. Oh my god, this is from 2016. The games are on Steam, so why would we play them on? Like, you would only want to play PS3 exclusive games. And
If
I'm
you
assuming
had
that
to,
they're.
right?
What are we on PS5? I'm sure that they're available on that by now too.
They don't do backwards compatibility on PlayStation. It's a bit of a scandal, really.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons I never went down the PlayStation road again after the PS2, which is a perfect machine.
I agree.
Right up there with Tiger Electronics, but we're nitpicking then.
Brad Hahn says Steam tells me the last time that I played Civ 5 was in 2014. I can't really see anything new and exciting enough about this game to get me back into this type of game.
Wait, Dark Page has a deal for us. I got one that plays PS2 and PS1 games. I'll sell it for 2 years of Patreon membership.
But the lowest tier on Patreon?
Yeah,
Did not specify.
0.0001 cent.
The PS3 plays PS2 and PS1 games, but the PS4 doesn't play PS3 games, and the PS5 doesn't play PS3 games either.
But it'll play PS4 games.
But it'll play PS4 games, and I think certain PS1 games that have been emulated. Yeah, PS5. Well, no, I said PS5 will play PS4. They won't play PS3 games.
I wasn't thinking of like putting the disc in, but they have to have them like digitally available on the Play Store or whatever they call it.
No, so the weird thing about the PlayStation 3 is the way it was made, with this weird dual processor setup that requires. There's a great documentary about it somewhere that I watched. I can't remember who made it now, but basically, because of the way the PS3 works, it uses some weird method of processing that you can't really emulate, and you couldn't have backwards compatibility for that unless you then put the same chips in the new thing. And for cost, they don't want to do that, so that's why PS3's just kind of never been made backwards compatible.
ArcPage has one. It's got a full 20 gigs on it.
I mean, it's not worth 2 years of Patreon membership, I'm afraid.
Why?
Because you could probably get one from Best Buy for like $10.
Holy moly!
I mean, like
not the old ones, not the thick ones.
Yeah, and that's
the original PS3. They're all over the place. People would be throwing them out in the garbage. Like, who wants a PS3?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you're talking about Best Buy when we could be buying it from the best guy.
Oh,
well, that's true. But I mean, they're not that expensive. I mean, like, you could probably not here anyway.
I mean, what does 2 years of Patreon membership cost? Like, 80,
like I said, if the lowest tier, that's $24, right? Or no, your lowest tier $3. You guys don't do the lowest tier
is $300.
Yeah. Yeah, lowest tier is $3. So
that's more than I make on my OnlyFans. And now that they're taking away my option for making
People are just
Those
asking me
fun
what
videos.
PS3 game I'm going to play. I'm not going to play any PS3 games. We've spent
Danny,
so much time on this
Danny,
comment. It's crazy.
please. Okay,
I'm gonna get
if
a
you
poll
guys
up there soon. We're gonna get a nice poll put up.
if you guys could get onto Twitter and maybe just start a little bit of a ruckus and try to get Danny to play some PS3 games, be
If
really
you could get a
appreciated.
hold of Twitch support and tell them that you'd really like them to help us with our partnership issue, but at the same time we better be playing PS3 games, otherwise don't bother.
I feel like
Go for
you
it.
guys should pick whatever one you're most passionate about. Either like get on Twitch or on Twitter and talk about Twitch for us getting to the subscription button, or go to Danny's personal Twitter and just hit him up about playing PS3 games. So whatever one you have more feelings about, or you think is more trolly, just do that one.
Yeah, more trolling.
Danny, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Anyway,
Uh,
David H just says he looks pretty good. Cheers.
Defeated.
So that was
Did you-
Humankind.
Did you like the game?
Yeah, I like the game. Like I say, it's not my kind of game, but I did like the game.
But it's just cleaner. Yeah.
It's cleaner. And I like the fact that you can basically make your own combinations of cultures, and like there's up to 1 million combinations of different like cultures you can create by choosing different ones and stuff like that. I mean, like I say, I'm not an expert on it. The people I've spoken to like that kind of game say it's really good. So I'm slightly biased, having slightly worked on the game. So I'm possibly not the best one to talk about it, but yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. So if you like that kind of thing. Train station renovation, on the other hand,
There we go.
10
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 IGN would play again. I mean, so Spartan says legendary intro. My intro is basically GameFront's now on fire, so welcome to the apocalypse. Welcome to the Thunderdome on this video. But I mean, in a weird way, train station renovation is quite a relaxing game if you just want something very simple to kind of chill out with.
Is this a moddable game? Because I like if I'm gonna be at a train station, I want Peter Dinklage to be there.
Agreed, full-heartedly.
Yeah.
He must be there. He is the
Yeah.
station agent. We
Yep.
cannot have a train station without the station agent.
That's mostly a bit for Zach.
Thank you. Thank you. Pop culture. I love you.
I mean, it's a phenomenal thought. It's not possible, unfortunately, but
seriously, Danny, the station agent is probably a movie you should watch.
Wait, it's not possible to mod this game?
No, sadly not.
Oh.
I mean, maybe it is. I didn't look into it in that great of a detail, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
People are saying this is my type of game, but I'll be honest, like, there's very little to do with trains, to be honest. It's just literally just a clean up garbage simulator. Like, it's... That being said, like, like I said earlier, shit simulators and things probably are my wheelhouse. It's not a great wheelhouse.
There's a shit simulator?
No, I mean simulators that are shit, not simulators of shit. That would be a bad thing.
Well, there was a game where you were like a space alien. You were like a janitor on a spaceship. What was that? That's what this game is reminding me of.
A janitor on a spaceship.
Yeah, you would run around and clean up like space messes and like science experiments and alien goop and stuff.
I have no idea, but that does sound interesting.
It sounds kind of familiar to me, but let's see.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like a 10-year-old game now at this point, but like I saw a trailer for it one time and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember that forever. Naming my kids? Who knows? That? Yeah, I got it.
Got it. Here's the game I'm thinking of. Oh, Viscera Cleanup Detail Shadow Warrior. Has anyone played that before?
That's the name of it, I think.
Viscera Cleanup Detail?
Yeah.
Okay, but then I have the Shadow Warrior version, which is basically you're in the like Kill Bill Shadow. Has anyone played the game Shadow Warrior?
No.
It was like Duke Nukem back in the day, but you were like Long Dong John or something like that, or like a kind of a semi. Okay, they rebooted it. They made 2 of them nowadays, but
I don't
So
think that was his
basically,
name.
Long Dok Dong. Oh no, that's 16 Candles.
Yeah, and that's
Um.
that I think that character got retired because of
Oh
how
yeah, PC.
racist it is.
Yeah. Well, so does Shadow Warrior. His name is not very like PC,
Oh god.
and I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna say it on stream.
Did I see the
Uh,
Hololive EN second generation debut yesterday? I did not see that. What is that?
I don't know actually, but I'm guessing it's something to do with
It's anime related, I'm sure.
yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway, we
I
can
think I know what it is. Yeah, it is.
yeah. I'll
It's
rattle
a
through these. Oh,
it's a
sorry, go on.
virtual YouTuber. This is actually my gonna be like my future. Once I
Oh,
age out of the game, I'll take over a virtual YouTube personality and then just puppet it from my
I
hospital
was going to
bed.
say, is this that thing where people are sort of using those AI, so like they're just like a cat face or whatever, and they're just pretending to
Yeah,
be a yeah. There's a name for that, right?
YouTuber,
No,
Yeah.
but there's a
Influencer.
specific no, there's a
gamer.
specific name for someone who does fake like the whole Daft
Oh,
Punk pretending to be
Mm,
a fake character
I
kind of thing.
I guess if I had to make up a name, I'd call him
Persona.
like a VTuber.
VTuber, that was it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
Oh man,
sorry.
I've made a terrible mistake.
the character's name was Lo Wang.
Anyway, let's rattle through these
No.
quickly because
Yeah.
no one cares. Funnily
Okay, so
enough,
we're not gonna play that game.
Oh no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no, no,
I
no,
love
no.
that game, but no, 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 no.
uh,
Oh, so many memories.
anyway, Pill has a good point. He says, funny enough, for most of these types of things, you don't need to know much, just have a lot of patience and diligence and time. Also, several thousand bucks for tools and materials. Still, I can't really see a reason to renovate a train station in the middle of the woods. Yeah, neither can I.
Is Morgan trying to get into like a?
Yeah.
What's happening? Does his back go out? What's going on?
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
what's happening there? What the?
I think you need to call the
Is
doctors.
why is he just collapsed?
I'm good.
Yeah. Just hear like a loud snap. I am not good anymore.
I have become ungood.
Yeah.
No, I just want to
I'm
bring
gonna-
this thing over so I can kick my feet up. Oh yeah, that's comfort, baby.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
better.
Get comfy. We're gonna be here for a while.
Settle in, boys.
Simple says Gamefront's own Carl Pilkington doing what he does best. That's yeah, I can't deny that either. To be honest, that's probably true.
I want to
Yeah.
just like kick back.
And
Steve-
so then James would be Stephen Merchant and Morgan would be Ricky.
Pretty much, that would be accurate, I guess. Do you know
Who is
who
that?
Carl Pilkington is, Morgan?
No.
No.
You know who
Okay.
Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant are?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a friend named Carl Pilkington who's kind of a daft lad, and they force him to do things like travel the world and put
Oh
himself in
yeah.
uncomfortable situations.
Wait,
He did
which
the
one
one
am
season
I?
with Warwick Davis. You're Ricky Gervais.
Oh wow.
Okay, you be
Okay.
Stephen Merchant. I went by size, and I mean and James and you are probably almost practically the same height. So you know.
No, I'm taller than James.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
the fun thing
you
about
guys are like Station from Bill and Ted. You run together and you become Stephen Merchant. I'm Ricky Gervais because I have a terrible laugh and I'm a terrible human being and I make inappropriate jokes. I
there you
think that was
go.
the third one actually.
Solved it.
And
Yeah.
you run marathons in heels.
Yeah, that's why my knees all fucked up. So I was jealous of the moves you just did. I could not have done that and come back from that. I'd been stuck down there screaming
Oh
for
really?
help. Yeah.
Yeah, for like a big guy, I'm actually pretty limber. You know what I mean? You know?
I mean, yeah, you went on a date recently, right? Did you tell
Oh god, it was
Is,
terrible.
is that your profile? For a big
It was
guy, I'm pretty
it was
limber.
it's the worst date I've ever been on.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
I found out at the date that she was an anti-vaxxer.
Ooh, that is awkward.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing that kind of almost needs to be brought up right away because it's pretty much going to be a nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it came up within like 20 minutes, and I was like, "Well, this, I gotta buy, I gotta go," and I just left.
Wow, really? You
And she's
just
just
just you just bailed
and she's
straight
just
away.
like,
That's great.
Can I get a
Yeah.
kiss before you go?" Fuck no.
Well, she was telling me why, and I like got very wide eyed, and like I was obviously in shock. And then she's like, "Is this like a deal breaker for you?" And I was like, yeah, it is. Nice chatting to you. So sorry, gotta go." I just stood up and
Wow.
like walked away.
Oh Jesus, that's terrible. Oh no, I can
Because
see why
I
you
was
did. I
like,
mean, fair play though, because I mean, yeah, you shouldn't carry on at that point, to be honest. But
You
yeah,
don't lead them on. What were you gonna do? Ask them like what PS3 games they play? Fuck! You get the
Gee,
fuck out of there, dude.
Jesus,
"Oh, Danny, were you getting hit on? Is
All
PS3 a
right.
euphemism?"
Is it?
I highly doubt it, to be honest.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I
crispy
think
AI said, "Oh,
you
sorry."
should put on all of your profile pictures how tall you are. Girls love that.
Now,
Not
how
if you're 5'6", they do.
how can you can't really get across height in a profile picture, really.
Well, you can if it says in the corner that you're like 6'4" or whatever.
Or if you stand next to your cardboard cutouts that of Nick Cage, they could take a pretty good guess.
Fair enough.
And they also probably aren't going to respond because of the picture of Nick Cage cardboard cutout.
Because Danny, how tall are you? I remember being shocked when you told me.
6'5".
6'5", yeah.
6'5", 5. Yeah.
It's a
So
fucking
yeah,
basketball player.
just get like a shirt that says I'm 6'5" and just like flex around it for all of your profile pictures. I'll
Why?
make you I'm gonna make you an OkCupid. I'll set it for worldwide. You'll be fine.
Jesus Christ. Right, moving on. Crispy AI says, sitting at home, whinging to himself about a train station renovation simulator, Danny's living the dream. This is true. And then Zach just says, oh, Jesus. Right, we can move on from that one now. Should we do the meaty one first and then go through
You
the
have
other
a
two?
pizza in the oven? Do you have somewhere to be?
Not really. It's just more, I just want to get bothered. Like,
You got that James energy right now.
No, it's just more.
Trying to get out of here. I'm just trying
I,
to hang out. I feel comfy, baby.
well, my thought on it was,
Talk to me,
let's just
baby.
get my terrible comments video out of the way, and then we can just hang out for the rest of it.
I think you're selling yourself short. Like this is the meat. This is the potatoes. Like you did all of the work for the week. Now you got to just sit back and bask in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Enjoy this
but
pot roast you've got.
we've already through 2 videos, and there's been 6 comments. 3 of them not relevant to the actual videos they were left on, and the rest were just kind of insulting, to be honest. Like, it's not gone well so far. I mean, on the whole, in the round. I mean, I'm just trying to sort of bury it as quickly as possible, and then we can move on with our lives, I guess.
I don't know if you noticed, you didn't have any thumbs downs. You only had thumbs ups.
Oh no, I had thumbs downs.
No.
The thumbs up and down count is broken this week. So every time you go on it, it just says 1 thumbs up and 0 thumbs down, which is incorrect. And then you have to refresh it like 5 or 6 times, and then it comes with the actual like 10 thumbs ups and 3 thumbs downs or whatever. But
I'm looking at Train Station, got 11 thumbs up. Fucking Humankind's got 17 thumbs up. Both have no thumbs down.
that's true, actually. The one that has thumbs downs, like Crash Bandicoot has thumbs downs, and maybe Elite Force does as well.
Nope.
Can you imagine having all of the resources of Google and like all of the devs and all of the like engineers and everything, and then still having stuff go wrong, and then it not being fixed immediately?
Yeah,
That's
because
crazy.
Google's terrible. Like, everything's broken on Google. Honestly,
Yeah.
have you ever tried to use Google AdSense, like, and not like wanting to
Oh
shoot
man,
yourself
it's
in the face
wild.
afterwards? It's terrible. Like, it doesn't work
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
That's why I use Bing AdSense. Way easier to
Oh
use.
yeah, that does sound like Danny. The points.
I get 10 points. Them Microsoft points.
The Microsoft points.
For every 250,000, we're going to get $2.50 in Xbox points.
I save $8 a year on Office 365.
And we have 5 different terabyte storages.
Oh Jesus!
Nothing is ever where you want it. Oh,
Is that too accurate, Daddy? Is it about $8 a year?
I'm so depressed right now. It's not good.
It's nice when you laugh and you're depressed, though, right?
Yeah.
That's not spooky at all for us.
You know, I don't claim Office 365, but I do get Xbox Game Pass through it. So you save the points up, and then you can spend it on Xbox Game Pass, and then you get that for free for 1 month, 3 months, whatever. I don't
Oh,
know.
Red Rhinelander does point out something pretty good. You just use Mickey Suite, right? Mickey AdSense. Just you got an issue, just hit
Yeah,
up Mikey.
any technical issues, I just dump it on Mikey. That's kind of how that works.
Why is so Mikey goes by Miki? Is that how you guys spell it over there?
No, it's spelled the correct way. For whatever reason, the community's just decided to shorten it to Mickey, and I don't know if
I like
that's
it.
yeah. Was it the song?
Maybe it is supposed to be Mikey
Oh,
still, but it looks like Mickey when I look at it. That's just
yeah.
me.
You know, I think it came from was that song like "Oh Mickey, you're so fine," something. I think it comes from that. I don't know. It's a
You can't remember
shorthand
the
for
lyrics to that song.
no, because I don't like. Why would I know a popular culture thing? That's not me.
Oh, good point.
I feel like I am under a very bright light today, on on a lot of levels, and it's not comfortable for me, to be honest.
Yeah,
what it's like
just
to be a
bask.
content creator in
I
YouTube.
know the social anxiety is high.
Wait till people start showing up to your house with buttered hams.
Why would they do that? I wouldn't complain. I like buttered hams, but
Wait, is a buttered ham a real thing? I thought I just made that up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of got sick in the mouth there when you said that buttered ham.
I just assumed you meant like a big ham with butter on it. That doesn't
Oh,
sound like a
honey
buttered ham.
butter ham, I guess. Ham
Oh,
butter.
that makes sense.
What the
Oh,
fuck? Ham
ham
butter.
butter.
Like that, I can see it what it is, and it's gross.
We got to get that squirrel out of the pipe. Get some ham butter. That's what it feels like. Oh man.
Man,
Easy
So what are
parrying
you?
with pill. Oh, sorry. Go on.
What are you guys up to?
Oh, in
just
Dark
hanging
Souls.
out.
Go on.
I think just in general. Oh,
Yeah.
pill.
Easy parrying with pill.
He's
Which
about to give you the
because
tips and tricks.
I have to say, Morgan. Like I told Zach. Well, no. Here's what happened. You know how he left fan mail early last week because the boat sank
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So obviously we thought he wouldn't go back and watch it. So we I don't know. Did we throw him under the bus for some
Oh
reason? I can't remember. But he did
no,
go
I
back and watch
knew.
it. So
He always goes back and watches everything.
okay.
That's the thing about Zach. He will find it. He will watch it. He knows.
Yeah. Well,
I
anyway,
consume media.
We had kind of a candid conversation about Zach, and that's fine. I didn't think it was private, or I would have done it in private.
that wasn't the thing that upset him. The thing that upset him was us
I didn't
talking
think it was
about
private because, yeah, fuck that guy.
It was live streamed.
the,
Yeah, I saved
the
that for my personal conversations.
no. The reason he got upset was because we were talking about how parrying isn't actually that important, and actually I
Wait,
shouldn't.
that's what he got mad about.
That's what he got pissed about. Oh my god, didn't hear the end of it. Like he got angry.
Fucking regular Tasmanian devil over here, dude. I was fucking spinning.
Okay, I'm embellishing it a bit, but you did use the F word at least once, I think.
I use the F word when I'm happy.
That's true, actually. But but I mean, like you were very upset about my declaration that Morgan said it's okay, so I'm not going to bother parrying anymore.
Yeah, it felt like we were divorced parents, and he came home from an awesome
Mommy said I
weekend.
didn't have to.
Like, your mom is a bitch.
That's
Oh,
literally how he
my.
went down. Yeah.
How
Well,
dare she chime in and she's never around? Where is she now, huh? Is she here? Where is she?
just watching TV
I'm
at home.
trying my best. Yeah, right. Just relax. I'll come in.
I
I got a bad knee from working, honey.
Parrying is not that important. It's
Oh
cool.
no, it's happening again on stream.
It's cool. It's fun, but it's not the most important aspect of combat.
Oh, I would never say that it was.
Yeah.
Hitting them is the most important part because you can parry all day if you don't accidentally actually hit them.
I would say
Which is
dodging is the most important.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't think I'm too terrible at dodging, although
Mommy and Daddy are talking.
Yeah. You don't get involved, stupid little kid.
All right, bye-bye.
No, sorry,
Yeah.
I just had
Go
to
outside and
like,
play in the sandbox with your friends.
and your
Oh wait.
ringworm.
Oh.
Sandboxes. I was so afraid of sandboxes when I learned about that.
Is that where you get ringworms from?
Yeah, because cats go and poop in it, and cats have ringworm.
And okay.
Yeah,
Starting to make a lot of sense.
yeah. But sorry, Danny, what were you saying before I did 10 bits?
I can't remember.
It was about parrying and your combat style.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
That's my bad.
I probably was going to say something along the lines of, dodging. That was it. Yeah, I was. I'm not too bad at dodging out of the way. Although
On
my
narrow bridges, your dodging is pretty bad.
I was going to say my recent time in Sense Fortress may not support that assertion, but generally speaking, other than that, like I know the good timing now to roll and stuff. But parrying, I just I hate it. I just don't like it. I don't. It's too
Oh
much for my
baby.
brain to process in one go. My James Heaney brain refuses to allow me to understand parrying.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm not sure if Morgan's just melting into his chair now, or
I know he's
he's
becoming like a Morpheus, like a blob. Like he's being enveloped by it.
he's far too comfortable now. He's going to fall asleep any minute.
No, I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
we're gonna hear like the massage feature, like click on or something.
I'm just sad because I set it up with a table that doesn't allow me to like kick the leg attachment out and go all the way back. I'll fix that for the recordings.
Well,
What's the
this is
over
the
under?
garage.
This is the garage. Yeah,
Oh, just a different angle.
yeah. I just don't have my computer set up in here anymore.
Ah,
Anyway, easy parrying with Pill. Number 1. There are no attacks in Dark Souls 1 that start immediately. All of them have some sort of tell, an animation that precedes the attack, and it's unique for every attack and combo. I had noticed that actually, so that's a good point. Number 2. You don't have to be able to parry every move of every enemy right away. Pick the 1 to 2 attacks that aren't too fast and make it easier on yourself. Yes, thank you. I should do that. Number 3. You should not react. You should react not to the attack itself, but rather pick a point in the attack animation that is easy for you to recognize and tie your parry timing to. Easier said than done, actually, but yeah, I kind of figured that would be the concept. It's just actually getting that down is the bit I'm struggling with. Number 4. The most common reference point, the moment when the attack is released at you, like the hollow soldier rising his weapon slowly, preparing for attack, and the moment he actually performs the attack is the point you just press the parry button. From there, you can adjust your timings a bit, but really it's an experience thing.
Yeah.
Number 5. To perform a riposte animation after a successful parry, wait a little bit and then press the normal attack button while standing right in front of the enemy. Brackets, doesn't work on elevators if elevation is different between you and the riposte target is too large. That's a very specific caveat, but good to know. Thank you.
you broke them too. They have to say normal attack.
Yeah,
they
I
can't
know.
refer to it as bumper or triggers
I
because
know, because they don't know which one it's tied to. Yeah.
everyone's lost track now. You're that those like New York what are those scam artists or whatever on the side of the street that have the ball in a cup game or whatever?
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the cup. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Oh.
Where's the trigger? Where's the bumper? You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Oh. Good times. Oh, Hill is just teaching you all of the things and putting them and making them easy.
Well, the other bad news before we move on to easy spacing with Pill was I don't actually know what normal means. Does that mean light or heavy attack? I assume light.
What, normal attack means light attack?
Normal means light. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that would make it my right bumper.
Yes.
I'm getting
Look at
there. Easy spacing with Pill. Number 1, aggro an enemy. Lock on. Raise your shield. Number 2, with your shield raised, try to back away so you stay just outside of the enemy's attack range. Try it for a few attacks. Number 3. Do number 2, but without blocking and try not to get hit. Best used for learning enemy moves and finding your movement to attack while not wasting your HP and stamina. Thank you, Pill.
HP. HP.
HP.
I will take both of these advices into advisement.
I'm assuming that's the way that Winston Churchill says HP.
Well, he doesn't say it anyway at the moment he's dead, but when he was alive...
Prove it. Prove it.
Yeah. Prove it. Prove it. Do it. Go get his dead body.
I mean, I can't actually prove it. That's actually a good point. Like, how do you prove somebody's dead?
Yep.
But then how can you prove he's alive? It's the Schrodinger's cat, really, but it's just Schrodinger's Churchill, I guess. Anyway,
J1618, just
Yes.
a heads up that every mimic in the game is still a treasure chest with a treasure inside. They're guaranteed to drop their treasure when they die, e.g., you didn't pick up the treasure that the mimic dropped. It will still be back there on the ground next time you load in. J1618 again, make sure you complete item 1 from the scavenger hunt before you beat the boss of Sen's Fortress if you want to see full Onion Bro questline and get all of his dialogue this playthrough, which you should do.
Questline, Onion Bro, questline.
I'm very excited about the Onion Knight. He's probably my favorite character in the game, so we definitely have to do that. Assuming I don't attack him out of hand.
I could see you vibing with the Onion Knight.
Yeah, he's just my kind of guy, the Onion Knight. I guess if I was a knight, I'd be the Onion Knight. That would be me.
And yet I can see Danny coming around a corner and swinging his claymore blindly and decapitating the Onion Knight.
Having chopped onion for tea tonight, boys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bloomin' onion. Bam!
J1618 again, thank you, Zach, for letting Danny have this the space to figure out this amazing level. This is an amazing comment. Zach, are you doing that?
Sort of, but Dark Page says bollocks.
Yeah.
That's harsh. I mean, that is harsh from Dark Page there, but
yeah, because I think he was just going to say Sandra Bullock. That was originally what he was going to write. But it corrected it because he writes bollocks so much. That's the only logic I can come to, because there's no way he's upset with the way I've been playing.
And that's probably like a reference to the blind side, because he's blindsided by the fact that Zach is letting you explore the level without playing his hand as
Mommy and Daddy figured it out.
I will say the following, because I don't remember what's in which episode and spoilers and stuff, but a lot of mistakes were made in Sen's Fortress so far by me. And I just want to say now that none of them are Zach's fault. Zach has been very patient and very understanding of my sheer lunacy at times. And
I mean, Sen's Fortress is hard.
Agreed.
Wait until you see the next episode, and then we can have a chat about whether it's Sen's Fortress's fault or whether it's my fault. I think you might lean towards it being my fault.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's not. No, Zach's been very yeah, he's given it, like, you've hinted for me at points where it's been appropriate, and when I've been struggling and stuff. But yeah, you've given me the freedom, which is fair. I think you've got the balance right. So I'm not sure who's pissed on Dark Pages, Chips, but we'll find out. I think he's in the chat.
Yeah, he'll let us know.
Also, Jay's sorry, go on.
Yeah,
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Jay's also said, "Law, the first giant that you fought and died to in the previous video in Sen's Fortress is the same one that opens the gate to Sen's Fortress after you rang the second bell." That's interesting to know, actually. If we had lore videos, I'd have known that already, but we don't.
Do you guys think that James is going to record with me today?
I don't. I mean, it seems unlikely, to be honest.
But that's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way it's looking. So,
did he
guys,
try to hit you guys up to record a video yesterday?
No. I haven't heard from him all week. I assume because he was in a hotel for the best part of it, wasn't he? And then
yeah.
And then I think he only just got home yesterday, and now he's having a lot of work done today. So,
Yeah.
guys, let me know what kind of simulator you want to see this week. We've got gas station simulator. We've also got what other ones can we rate? Garbage truck
Zamboni
simulator,
Simulator
Zamboni.
2019 is a pretty fun one.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Um,
It's too sad.
Demolition Simulator was a good one where you just plant explosives throughout a building and just watch it collapse. That's a good one.
Ooh, that feels fun.
Did you ever buy that game we talked about, Satisfactory?
No, I don't own Satisfactory. I'm aware of what it is though, because
people love that game.
Well, I was going to say
PC Building Simulator is a lot of fun.
I've already played that one on the channel. People didn't watch that either. I played that 2 years ago. Actually, I think that was the first video I did for this channel. Actually.
Well, people just hadn't warmed up to your approach with like simulator games and stuff.
Yeah,
it's a new thing,
and they still haven't.
True.
Bus Simulator 2018, German Police Simulator. That sounds great. Like what? There's a plethora of games we can just dip into to keep us going for the week while James is.
You say plethora, I say plethora. Let's pull the whole thing off.
The dark
Plethora.
Yeah.
The dark genius.
How do you say urethra?
Urethra?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Plethora. Wouldn't it be urethra?
Why are we talking about urethras?
Because it has a similar sounding.
And we're worried about each other's, physical health.
Okay.
Yeah, gotta be checking up on your urethras.
All right, stop the live stream. We'll all look at each other's beeholes.
Okay, let's get our webcam. Oh, wait, the urethra is the beehole?
No, but that's the next logical step.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Well, let's do this.
Yeah, bye, guys. No videos this week. We're busy.
Yeah, just wait till November. Oh no, he actually is gonna be right back. No,
that was a joke. Now you've got to go through the intro again. Do you want to talk over it? Oh, I am. It's fine. The Dark Genius left a comment that says, "Well, that went by quick," and I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Probably a good thing. He probably was having fun, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe the video's over."
That's the way I'm going to choose to interpret it. Yes.
Because wasn't that the video we were also like the whole time we're like, this is going to be a short one, and it ended up being an hour pretty much. Or is that the next one?
It was about 48. No, it was about 50 minutes, I think.
Then it was too short. Then
it says in the corner 58 minutes and 9 seconds, so it was an hour. Yeah, fair enough.
You got it. You have to go over an hour for it to be a full video.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this was a short video.
Yeah,
by 2 minutes.
We needed to put some fluff in there, either like a little extra montage in the middle, or maybe the scenes from the previous episode. Previously on Danny Souls with Zach.
Oh, that's amazing. We should do recaps.
And it should just cut to like a fucking pterodactyl screeching. And then just like, I don't know, a bald guy.
Just crying in the corner. And then it just goes, yeah.
What are your guys' personas? Like, if you had to pick a persona, what would it be?
Explain to me what a persona is, because I don't know what that is.
You know what a furry is?
Okay.
Oh, darn,
I was afraid. I was going to say I was afraid you were going to say that.
Yeah. So, like, when you're in your suit, that's your persona. Like, you're a wolf, or you're a pony, or whatever.
Okay, I'm trying to think about Hotline Miami right now.
You have to pick your animal. You got to kind of pick your main characteristics, and yeah.
Is it?
I'm a sheep in wolf's clothing, though.
Oh, that's good.
Is it acceptable to not have an answer for this?
No, because that's the game that we're playing. It's just like a thought experiment.
Yeah, what would you be?
No one's going to record this and then edit it later so that it sounds like you're a furry. That's weird.
So a furry, you do have to be a furry, right? It couldn't be a water-based mammal.
No, you could.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a general term. We'll open it up.
Danny, I'm going with beluga whale.
Ooh, cute. Wait, I thought you were a sheep in wolf's clothing.
No, Danny's a beluga whale is what I was saying. If he can't think of one, I'm just letting you know. There's more animals than you probably could think of off the top of your head.
Ooh, or just like a dolphin.
Yeah.
I,
Oh
I,
my god. Imagine if you took your headset off right now and you had a blowhole right up there. We didn't know about it.
the beluga whale. I quite like beluga whales. It'd be a capybara. Obviously, I love capybaras. They're my favorite thing.
Oh, there you go.
Absolutely
Yeah.
adore capybaras. Like everyone knows, the capybara is my spirit animal. So if I had to pick something, it'd be a capybara because
Uh,
they're very chill. They're friends to all the other animals, and they're just very friendly. And they just don't go very fast. They just chill, eat the grass. It's the capybara. Like who hates capybaras? Nobody.
that's nice. For me, I am not a furry, so I don't have a
Oh,
fursona.
fuck off!
He played us. He did good.
So no.
Actually, fuck off. Give me a proper answer now. Come
So
on.
the capybara holds the title of the largest rodent in the world.
Yeah, it's just a giant guinea pig, basically, isn't it? It's just a giant, like,
Yeah, or chinchilla or something. Ooh.
yeah, basically.
What
And I'll,
animal would
I'll-
I be? I mean, the first one that comes to mind is a cat, obviously, but maybe I'd like church it up a little bit and be like a tiger.
yeah, I could see it.
I don't know.
Totally.
You're too gentle lentil for a tiger. I think you'd be a maybe something like a lynx or something like
Orangutan.
that,
Ooh, or a fox. I would
or a
definitely
fox.
do a
Yeah,
fox. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're totally the fox from the Green Knight.
Ooh, yeah. Don't throw rocks at me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, what about a red panda?
I would do a panda.
But the red panda.
What's the difference? Oh,
Oh, never
what
mind.
is
It's
the
carnivorous.
what's the tanuki based off of? There's like a Japanese raccoon, right? That looks like the tanuki. Is it called a tanuki? Probably not.
Japanese raccoon dog,
Am I
also known as
smart
the
or not?
tanuki.
Or not smart? Yeah, I would be a tanuki because it's kind of like a mix between a raccoon and a wolf.
Oh my god, they are cute. I'll give them that.
Yeah, like oh, I wish I was a badger though. In real life, I wish I was just like a
A honey badger.
honey badger, just bulletproof,
Honey badger doesn't give a fuck.
cocky.
Honey badger
Yeah,
doesn't give a shit. Well,
but
this did
I'll
go
go with
into a weird.
tanuki.
Okay, I'm still sticking with sheep in a wolf's clothing.
I think that's a good one.
They'll never notice me. Rawr! I'm scary. Wolf. Rawr.
Dangerous
Bah.
87.
Wait, are
Dangerous.
you a sheep in wolf's clothing or a wolf in sheep's clothing?
I'm a sheep in wolf's clothing.
And it hasn't that imagery been like usurped by the right wing politics of the U.S.
What?
Or like they refer to people as sheeps all the time, and like
Oh, sheeples. Yeah.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
just something to consider. You have to think about the whole thing before you
I think
go
of
in and
Can't
I
Hardly Wait. When I think of the term sheeple, I think of the movie Can't Hardly Wait. So
I don't
I
know the
have it a whole
reference.
different.
Why?
Have you
Why
seen that
would?
movie? Sorry.
What's up?
Sorry,
What's up,
Danny.
Danny?
Why?
Sorry.
Why would you want to be?
Sorry.
Why would you want to be a sheep in wolf's clothing? Like, if you're like, surely you wouldn't want to be among the wolves if you were a sheep.
Yeah, I
That
do.
that
I'm gonna be a one. They can do all the gnarly shit. I'll just act like I'm like, oh yeah, yummy, yummy. Eat all this dead animal.
Yeah,
Go wolves. We're the number one. We're number one. And then
and
I'm
then
eating my family.
yeah, and then like they're like hanging out, and the pack is all cool with you, and then like the camera like slowly turns into slow mo and starts panning around you, and you just shrug off your sheep clothing and pull out two forty
Oh,
fives.
oh my God! Is this like the trailer of Face Off, where it's just like originally John Travolta, it pans behind, and it's Nicolas Cage all of a sudden?
Yeah, and your trench coat, which is just
But I'm a
a wolf's
wolf's.
pelt, comes off,
Yeah,
and then you're just blowing wolves away with your
I'm
forty
just
fives.
yeah, Wallace and Gromit, that sheep that they have, just boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I like
They're just
this.
getting blown away, knocked back.
Bazooka out
So,
from underneath my coat, my
so that'd be
sheep's wool.
Zach's persona.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
Can you imagine how how many times James would have lost his mind if we went off on that tangent for that long?
I don't know. For that one, he might have been on board with it. He'd be.
It's almost noon. I can't. I gotta go.
Well,
I
what's
need
James?
pizza.
Well, the real question is, what is James's persona? Because we haven't established that.
Oh, he's probably one of those like big the dogs that like save you when you're
Oh,
in the
Mastiff.
mountains. No, like when you're in the mountain and they've
Oh,
got the
Saint
like,
little
Bernard.
curl.
yeah, Saint Bernard. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
I just imagined he would literally become Punker, and they would just
I know, that's what I
one
was
and the
gonna say
same.
too. Like there's
Yeah.
the movie that needs to happen. It's like both of them like are playing tug of war, and then like James accidentally steps in a puddle and like gets electrocuted, and they switch bodies real quick.
But nobody can
He,
tell the difference.
Yeah. And Punker's just like, yes, now I'm in charge. Just keep playing it cool.
there's a movie from the '60s where a girl becomes a cat, right? A black cat.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's called like Black Cat.
Oh my gosh.
That's a horror
Well,
movie though, I think. We're
no.
more like going
It,
of the
it
Shaggy
was a.
Dog kind of situation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, naturally James would be Tim Allen in the reboot.
Wait, Tim
Oh,
Allen
you
was in
could
the Shaggy Dog?
in the reboot that came out in 2006, and Robert Downey Jr. was in it, so you could play his part, Morgan.
Wait, there was a
Danny, you could
reboot
play
of the
Danny
Shaggy
Glover,
Dog?
although it's going to be a little weird for you. And then I'll play Kristen Davis. I'm Tim Allen's
Nice.
wife. I know. I'm pretty stoked.
You finally worked that angle.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck Tim Allen. Aww.
Oh,
Oh,
that's probably the noise he makes, right?
no, right at the end. Yikes. Santa's coming early this year.
Oh no, yeah, he's doing lines from all of his movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Hello, Wilson.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, okay. What's happening? Why is the screen shaking like that? It's scaring me, Danny. You trying to get our attention?
I was just moving my windows around.
Mm, that sounds like something Tim the Toolman Taylor would do.
Dangerous. Wait, I need to make this a little bigger so I don't have to lean forward. Danny, you need to stop trying to hit first or trade hits on the snakes when one handing. All you have to do is block and counter strike or two hand and stun lock them. You're making it more difficult on yourself than it needs to be. Also, you can't expect the long reach attack to work on every enemy in the game. You have to adapt to different situations. Are you using the claymore still?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That makes
And he's
sense.
using the Claymore's one attack that he knows.
It's his best. It's the best attack. That's why the claymore is sick.
No way, man. The fucking whip in the one is the best one. He likes the lunge, the really long, like.
Yeah, that's the best attack.
I have been mixing up a little bit recently, but
Agree
I
to
do rely on
disagree.
Here's a fun tip. Zach mentioned the Zweihander in previous episodes. The two-handed strong attack with Y is basically a win button against the Snake Boy, so it probably stuns them with one hit. The Y would be fun.
Why so slow though?
Are you like sword and board? Like, do you use your shield and like one hand the claymore? Or are you two handing the claymore? Or are you mixing it between the both?
Go ahead, Danny. Tell him.
So I tend to just use whatever it was set to last, and then eventually Zach will remind me that I can switch between one and two-handed, and then I'll do that for a bit.
Oh,
So to be honest, I'm not the best at switching between one and two-handed.
He'll switch to two-handed, and then he'll start to block with it. Doesn't realize he's blocking, holding the sword out in front of him. Then he'll kind of juggle back and forth the shields again when he double taps the Y button on accident. And yeah, it just rinse and repeats the same thing until he gets it back to the shield, and then he starts doing his one attack again that he's really happy with.
When you said a couple of streams ago that you were playing James like, I didn't think that was like real.
Well, and that's something else that James did that he pointed out, dangerous or whatever, that Danny is literally like walking up, and when the enemy's already like coming in for the strike, Danny then is like winding up to do his strike, like already too late, but every time cannot help but do it. He's like, hey buddy, I'm gonna let you go first.
That's just polite.
Yeah, but if I wind up and you flinch, I got you. And they never flinch.
Jay's has just said that he's just tuning in after watching the first part of 22 on early access. Oof,
Ooh.
that was
Oof.
heartbreaking.
That was insane.
No.
It was.
He gave you an oof?
So the next episode, if you're on Patreon early access, you can see it. For the rest of you, then it's not worth the money, so don't do it. But
12 minutes is up there, though.
Yeah,
right?
12 minutes. You can see that on early access as well, so that might be worth it. But yeah, I admit, I mean, the title of the video is My Darkest Hour, and I think that is for a good reason.
Very Churchill of you.
It doesn't. It doesn't go great.
I think a lot of similarities.
People, I mean, like I'm genuinely just like upset at the moment. Like I was genuinely upset at the time. Like it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well at all. It's bad. Bad things happen, and you shouldn't watch it.
You should watch it.
I apologize.
Is it the first hour of play or the second hour of play?
It's the hour of play.
Oh, you only played one?
We played one. In the next episode, it's 1 hour, and the whole hour is bad.
Oh, from start to finish?
Pretty much.
I mean, being that bad.
Okay, it starts off rocky, improves a bit, gets worse a bit. Then there's a really bad thing that happens, which is really terrible, and then it's kind of downhill from there. And then at the end,
oh right,
and then the end feels like a victory, but is actually, as it turns out, a massive defeat. And then I just leave genuinely depressed, and that's kind of how the episode ends. And without spoiling the specifics, that's kind of how it went down. The ending is phenomenal because, like, I basically. The ending, I can't describe what happens, but basically everything I've been working towards is basically for nothing, as it turns out.
Oh no!
I gotta watch this episode. It sounds very fun.
I know it sounds intriguing.
I've actually probably way oversold it. You don't want to watch it. Jays will tell you. Jays is here. Jays, tell them how terrible it is and how they shouldn't watch it.
Dangerous 87. Also, it's hilarious that you managed to miss both the first two parts of the scavenger hunt. It's not too late though. And Jays reminds you to get the serpent ring as well.
Yes, the scavenger hunt. Anyway,
David King, Danny's brother. I can't believe Zach didn't tell him to pick up the lightning spear from the mimic. Danny. Oh, Zach's made the same joke.
I don't know David King. I have no idea. It's a pure coincidence.
So you guys were separated at birth,
like a distant cousin.
Yeah.
It's also possible for like other people.
It's like that Jackie Chan movie, Twin Dragons.
Yeah. Which one of you? Oh no, I'm thinking of the Jean-Claude Van Damme Double Impact.
Oh yeah, which one sleeps with the sister or the girlfriend?
I was actually wondering which one wears the silk underwear.
Ooh, Danny.
Yeah.
I like to think that Danny does.
I bet you do.
Twin Dragons was a terrible Jackie Chan film. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, what? Would you be the violinist brother or what was the other brother? Just like a con artist? I can't remember it.
Yeah, I think he was. I mean, it's been a while since I watched it. I didn't, like I say, Twin Dragons. Not. I think
but they were both kung fu masters.
Well, they were both Jackie Chan, so I guess that was the gimmick. I don't know. I think when you get to that stage in Jackie Chan's career, it's kind of going a bit downhill for me. I much prefer his earlier stuff.
Which star doesn't eventually have a pretty interesting decline?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jackie Chan just recently did a movie together. Like, who would have thought?
Crazy.
Yeah, they have a pretty epic fight scene.
Which star doesn't have like a cozy relationship with China's Communist Party? It happens to them all.
Yeah,
there's that aspect as well, which isn't great.
Money, money, money.
Yeah,
money. Got to pay them bills.
You can't really get around it if you're making movies there, I would imagine. Which doesn't make it right, but that's what it is.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Anyway, Harkin Man Design says weird mechanic. If you have a Lloyd's talisman, you can throw it at a mimic to stun it, letting you steal the treasure without having to kill it. Maybe James could shed some light to that on his next lore video. Maybe so.
Yeah.
Why would you not just kill it?
I don't know, Danny. Why didn't you kill it in the first go? Instead, you leaned over and let it get a chomp on you.
By the way,
yeah, Morgan, did you watch this?
Did you watch this?
Watch it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me just run this down for you. I'm making my way through Sen's Fortress. I come across a normal chest. I haven't encountered any mimics yet, but I come across a normal chest in a room. I turn round to Zach. I say, "Isn't there a thing in Dark Souls where some of the chests are fake chests?" And he goes, "No, that's not in this game. That's in the other games." I went, "All right, okay." So I opened up this chest. It's perfectly fine. And then I come to the next chest, which is very suspiciously placed. Zach's like, "Oh, read the blood messages, read the messages." So I read them. One of the messages says mimicry, and I go, "Oh, right." So I remembered the other fake chests were called mimics. I think maybe Zach's telling me porcupines here. For whatever reason, I then just go and open the chest anyway and just get my head chewed off by the mimic chest. And I was so discombobulated by the lies that this man told me that I am blaming it on Zach anyway, frankly.
You read the blood messages and you saw the blood stain. And you saw that a man was lifted up into the air and was like mashed about and then was proceeded to be like rammed in the behind from something afterwards.
Well, this is exactly it. I not only did I read 2 messages and the blood stain, which both told me and showed me that the thing was a mimic. I opened it anyway, but I knew it was a mimic. For some reason, I had it in my head that you had to trigger it before you could attack it. But no, it turns out that as soon as you try and open the chest, it will kill you. So I didn't know how mimics worked. 2, I was a bit confused by the outright lie that was told by Zach that there were no mimics in this game when there were. I was so annoyed.
To apologize.
Well, I mean, you can refuse to apologize all you want. It's still your fault. Okay. Just the fact that one chest, like literally 5 minutes earlier in the video, I was saying, oh yeah, I already knew there were mimic things in this game. To then go and get killed by the mimic after being given 3 warnings about it is
starting to make it seem like it's your fault.
Well, it is my fault. I'm just trying to project the blame onto you.
I have a question about a turn of phrase. Oh, Nick Hanley's not really here. Is he a ghost?
Wait, is he? Yeah. Oh, did he? Oh, God. Is a ghost story about him? Is he our Casey Affleck?
I don't know.
Oh, my God. I'm so depressed now thinking about that movie. Fuck.
I mean, yeah, you needed to get eaten by a mimic. It's going to happen. It should happen. So that actually worked out well. My question is, porky pies, is that one of those English things where that's the rhyming?
It's Cockney rhyming slang, yeah. So a porky pie is a lie. Yeah.
Is effing lies?
No, so rhyming slang is 2 words that rhyme into one. So, like, for example, apples and pears are the stairs. Porky pies are lies. Like, that's kind of how rhyming slang works. So
wait, apples and pears is the stairs?
Yeah, so like if you were saying I'm going up the apples and pears, that means I'm going up the stairs.
You know what I would say to that person? I'd be like, hey, asshole, there's a word that's shorter than that says that. It's called stairs.
Yeah, but do you know why?
I'm going up apples and pears.
Yeah, but do you know why it exists?
So the cops would not be aware that they're going up.
So you even know the reason. So why are you being so facetious about it when you know that's why?
It's still really stupid. It's one thing if they discovered the Navajo and language and used that. Apples and pears.
Why are you attacking my culture? You don't see me having a crack at Hawaii every other week, do you? I mean, come on.
It's true. I guess that would be your form of pigeon, except for pigeon actually shortens the fucking word. Apples and pears. Porcupines! Porcupines? You tell them poppers, them porcupines.
I don't know the reason.
Yeah, it's basically what he said. So the reason why rhyming slang exists was so you could talk about crimes, like if you're in the pub or whatever, and you didn't have to worry about the police overhearing you and arresting you or
I
whatever.
told all the Bobbies. I told them a bunch of porcupines. I was never up apple pears.
Is to confuse the police, basically.
I just be in the pub with a guy and being like, "Are you okay?"
You're like,
Apples
why
and
don't we
pears.
just go somewhere private and talk about this? Yeah, we don't have to
Ugh.
invent a whole new language.
I'm
It's chill, bro.
sorry, Danny. I'm not trying to attack your people.
Well, I mean, given I wasn't a gangster in 1940s London, I can't really give you an answer as to why this came about. I'm sorry. I wasn't there. I didn't invent it. Please stop attacking me over this. Thank
But
you.
in 2021, are you guys still using it in the mafia?
Well, no, I don't because I'm from Manchester.
mob.
I'm as far away from London as like it's nothing to do with me. I'm not a Londoner. I barely know any rhyming slang myself. I know apples and pears and porcupines. That's probably about it.
Doesn't
That's all
it
you ever
defeat
need to
the
know.
purpose if it's the
I
same rhyming schemes every time?
sometimes certain words have variations, but generally speaking, yeah. And they don't have to be things either. Like they can just be names from popular culture, and so like Ruby Murray is a curry, for example. But you can also then shorten that to just a Ruby. So if you hear someone saying I'm going for a Ruby, that means I'm going for a curry because a Ruby Murray is a curry. That's kind of how rhyming slang works. It's it's a phenomenal thing.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes no sense,
No
but
sense.
it's wild.
I just want to meet the guy who thought it up and just had to like force people. He's like, no, it's a good idea. This is.
He would fight you.
Yeah, like, that's not what he had to do. Beating him. Oh god.
Yeah, he would just fight you. Like whatever kind of question you came at him with, he would just fight you. No questions asked. Like you would
It's
be like,
a
"Hey,
really
what's up?
stupid
My
idea.
name's Zach," and then he'd be like, "What's that American accent?" And he'd just like knock you out.
Quit telling me them porcupines. I don't want to hear them porcupines.
Take some of this, Ollie boy. And he'd knock you out.
You like dags?
Kamikaze Ice.
back to
Hang on a minute. His
this is
username has changed. It's not Kamikaze Ice anymore. It's Kamikaze Ice.
Oh, that's an interesting turn.
They used to be. That was all one word before, wasn't it?
I thought so.
Let me see this. Oh, yeah, he's definitely separated it.
He's transitioned.
Morgan's lost his beard. Kamikaze Ice has become Kamikaze Ice. Like I don't like all this change, man. So much change. Anyway, Danny Souls with Zach, part 21. Snacks. Yes, lots of snacks. David H with his weekly inquiry, food-related inquiry. Favorite coffee?
Yeah.
Go.
It comes from a little farm in Hawaii.
Oh,
I know.
fuck.
I love a lot of coffee because I love coffee. So most of my favorite brands though have been bought up by like Nabisco or like other larger brands, but the coffee's still okay. But like
Indie
any
coffee.
kind of Intelligentsia is really good. Blue Bottle was really good. Both of those got bought up. Stumptown's really good. And whatever their light roast is, I'm light roast only. I don't know. Like where there's a ton of good ones. Clatch is good. That's a local one. Yeah. It's like there's a lot of good coffee roasters right now, so you're gonna be good to go.
And you're doing just pretty much straight. Maybe that's what he's also asking. Favorite coffee? May as well tackle that, like preparation wise.
Yeah, I do it with a small splash of cream or whatever that is, almond milk or usually almond milk. Just to
Danny?
cut the acidity.
I don't drink coffee. I can't drink coffee. Before I got very ill, I used to drink Nescafe Instant.
Oh.
I don't know fuck all about coffee. I'm sorry. It's just whatever came out
Yeah.
of the machine at work, if anything.
Whatever was in your MRE meals during the war.
Pretty much, yeah.
You and Churchill just sitting around. You want a Nescafe? He's like, no, I'll have me whiskey. I can't
feel
do it,
like-
Churchill.
I feel like only
Worse.
outside of the US people like embrace instant coffee normally as like an everyday routine.
Dangerous. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I just
true.
feel like in the US you don't do that. Like the worst, like the lowest rung would be like Folgers. But if you go to like some South American countries, like the like traditional coffee that they drink would be like a cafe leche, which would be like instant coffee and milk with a crap ton of sugar.
Yeah, it would be almost the what's that called? Condensed milk?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some that call for condensed milk. I was
Yeah,
always interested in the
super
Turkish
sweet.
process because, like, have you seen that? It's crazy. They do it so fine ground, and you like boil it in this little copper cup on a stick, and like you don't drain it. Like you just, I don't know. It's crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's
Dangerous wants to know how you can buy Zach's coffee in England.
you can get it online. The shipping would be crazy.
Yeah, it is not worth it. I mean, I don't like coffee, and I'm not that our coffee's bad, but you could find good coffee you're gonna get there that's not gonna cost you just as much for the shipping as it is for the coffee.
Yeah.
And Kona coffee has a weird markup, so I bet, yeah, if you have your
By
Amazon, I bet you could find a Kona coffee that's
by weird, he
easily.
means huge. Uh, like a massive, like whatever for whatever reason, like people that produce Kona coffee think it's the God's gift to coffee.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, and it's
So
like okay, but like Ethiopia has good coffee, Colombia has good coffee. Like there's other places that have good coffee.
Thanks, Morgan.
the advertisement for this is Fairwinds Kona coffee. It's not worth it. Is that effectively the sales pitch we're going with there? Fair enough.
If you don't live in America,
It's
yeah,
crazy because like fair winds would make you think of like travel, and like travel is the number one thing that's like holding you back from having fair winds coffee.
it's
And
true.
I just want to say one thing that I've just remembered. The most
Mhm.
exciting video game that I played last week was not Humankind, was not Train Station Renovation Simulator. It was not even Dark Souls. Do you know what it was?
12 minutes. No.
Not even 12 minutes. The most exciting game I played last week was the fucking webcam on Zach's Fairwinds Coffee website. You can make the thing move around. I was having so much fun with that thing. It was fantastic. Like you can change where it's looking and it moves and zooms and you can control it through the internet. It's like Zach, you are a genius. You're an IT genius. It was like playing Watch Dogs, but in real life. It was great.
And you're just looking at the coffee field.
It no,
No.
it was it's the harbor, I think, where the boat where
Yeah.
Zach
Oh,
goes to catch
cool.
the. I said, Zach's threatening to wear this cosplay outfit next time he goes and catches the boat. I'm going to be there waiting on your webcam, Zach, tracking your every movement, recording the whole thing. Don't think you're getting
Yikes.
away with it, boys. It's going on the channel next week when Zach goes catches the
Oh,
boat in your whatever dressed up as
Steve Zissou.
Steve Zissou, yeah. Um, so yeah, so yeah, honestly, just go to the Fairwinds Coffee website or whatever, or the whatever. It's a shame about the boat that had sank in the middle of the harbor because you didn't go and catch it. That kind of
Yeah,
ruined
it
it for
was a
you.
terrible, terrible thing.
But apart from
Wait,
that,
what?
well,
It didn't
because
happen.
because
Oh,
Zach,
okay, good.
the boat sank last week. That's why Zach had to leave.
Oh,
Uh,
gotcha.
but yeah, go check out the webcam. It's fantastic. It's great fun. Love it. Absolutely
My
brilliant.
whole family's gonna be very confused if anyone
Wait,
goes and uses it.
does the boat sink mean he had to have a spank? So he had to quit to masturbate?
That was yeah. I
That's
mean
a pretty good euphemism now you think about it.
The boat sank.
that was also probably that's probably more accurate than
I
the
gotta
boat actually
change. I
sinking.
gotta turn this
So
boat into a submarine, if you know what I mean.
The
I
boat
think what's even
the
worse is
boat sank.
if you happen to be booked onto one of Fairwinds' scuba diving tours and you look up at their offices and see a camera just spinning around on its gimbal, you know what's going on there because
Danny's watching you, Big Danny.
it's just like a helicopter that's about to take off. It's just going round. Oh, great fun! Absolutely great fun.
Gonna have to put a video of that up so we can get some comments.
Think maybe the guy who does the CCTV is having a stroke here because the camera's just waving around all over the place.
This
But,
is so cool.
anyway, finally, Dark Page says lots of progress. Thank you. You won't say that next week. 2 more videos to go, but thankfully only about 6 more comments. So,
Yeah, Danny's in a hurry, guys. He's got stuff to do.
no, I'm not in a hurry. I was just
He's playing the part of James today.
Yeah. And filling in for James Heaney today. His stand-in.
So, have either of you played? I think you've played it, Zach. But have you ever played? Do you ever play Elite Force, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, back in the day, Morgan?
Nope.
So much fun, dude.
What is Star Trek Voyager?
You've
Star
never
Trek.
seen...
Oh,
Oh no, he's
yeah.
trolling. I can tell by his face. He's trolling. He be trolling.
I love Voyager.
No, but we mean the game, though, right? We're still talking specifically the game.
I don't care about this game. Let's talk about Voyager.
Oh God.
Well, I mean,
I
technically
mean, do you
talking
think?
about.
Okay, I guess we'll just cover the big issue. Do you think Janeway should have saved that creature and the thing, the beginning that actually trapped them in the place that they were, or do you think that she should have gone back and let it die?
I don't think she had a choice, did she? Like, it was going to die. Like, the caretaker died anyway.
Yeah, no, she had a choice. She definitely made
The
the choice
choice-
to strand them there.
Yeah, so the choice was either destroying it so basically the caretaker dude died, and he was always going to die. Like, she couldn't control that, but the choice that she made was between either destroying the space station so that the technology didn't fall into the hands of the Kazon or the crazy people, or just using the technology to send herself back home, but then knowing that they would then steal the technology and it would,
But yeah. Then they would eventually show up at their place.
So
or whatever. So do you think that she made the right choice? Is my question.
Here's the fun thing. I've been watching a bit. I've been watching a bit of Voyager lately, and I'm on. I think at the end of season 3, and at the end of season 3, they come across the Borg, right? And there's the whole aspect now of the Borg and species 8472, and 8472 have literally only just been introduced. Janeway has shockingly little information about this race, and Janeway's current modus operandi is to do an alliance with the Borg to unleash a nanoprobe weapon against them to effectively commit genocide. So Janeway is about to commit genocide on an entire race in order to get home a bit quicker. Now, this, to me, feels slightly at odds with the original decision to strand herself in the Delta Quadrant just to stop some little 2-bit race from getting hold of some technology that may have minorly made a few changes. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking, in hindsight, Janeway, I'd have just gone with the original hit, and, rather than, literally committing actual genocide in order to get home a little bit quicker. That's the kind of thing that annoys me. And, in hindsight...
She had to get the last Turbo Man doll.
No, it's Christmas. All right, come on.
They're almost sold out.
Oh,
well,
man.
you're getting very close to the technical end of the series, even though it goes for 7 seasons or whatever. Once 7 of 9 shows up, it's all downhill.
Well, yeah, I mean, every episode focuses on 1 or 3 things. It's either time travel, the Borg, or it's about 7 of 9 just going, when you rescued me from the collective. Something. It's it becomes trashy. I agree.
Yeah. Well, and there's the personal conflict between Janeway and 7 of 9.
Yeah.
They had a very tumultuous relationship.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Voyager that I don't like. Now, there's no character.
Female captain, you sick freak.
You
no,
ass.
Wow.
Captain, you monster. You're a monster, Danny.
There's no character progression. So each week, the characters behave sometimes in very odd ways just to serve the sort of story of the week. So it's not like in the reason I like Deep Space Nine so much is because the characters are really it's character based, it's character driven. The characters are really well developed. Whereas in Voyager, it's just this week we need Janeway to be a bit of a dick because of this reason, and next week she's
you get to spend so much time with the Ferengi.
I was gonna say Neelix fucking to shoot me in the goddamn face.
Yeah, but honestly, just the writing in Voyager can be so lazy. The whole thing about why is she trying to why is she even considering it? Why is she without any information trying to commit genocide against the race just so she can get home a bit quicker. It makes zero fucking sense to me. Like it's just lazy writing because they want some monster of the week and whatever. Like it's yeah. I'm going off on a rant now. I apologize.
Red Rhinelander makes a very good point. He says, "I do like the Doctor. The Doctor is amazing."
The Doctor is the best character in it, and any episode, even in the later series that are focused on the Doctor, like,
Robert Picardo.
yes,
Yeah, Picardo.
what a legend.
Yeah, right. He's the best part of everything he's in.
I agree.
He,
He was in
he's
Stargate
very
as
good.
well, wasn't he? And a few other things, but
Well, I would make
He's in
the
Gremlins
argument
too.
that he has a ton of character progression.
yeah. So the Doctor probably more so than others.
Yeah.
And like I say, there's no bad episode that focuses on the Doctor. But yeah, like he almost carries that series at points. But
Well,
what I
and
mean by
what's
it's not that there's no
the half Klingon Bella? Forget her last name.
but
Lugosi.
Bellona Torres.
Bolana Torres. Yeah, I feel like she has a good character arc as well.
It's not that they don't have a character arc necessarily. Like there is certain things that do get carried over from one to the next, but then randomly in certain episodes, like things will either be forgotten or not referenced, or so. Like a good example was like the other week there was an episode where Neelix and Kes break up for whatever reason,
Yeah.
and then it's just never mentioned again.
Well, because she's like hella young, or like.
Oh,
it's
I mean,
weird.
the whole thing in the first place was fucking borderline
Creepy.
pedophilic. It's not
Oh
great.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because she's like 4 years old or something technically, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like it's not great.
Yeah.
The whole thing was like, but like it got dropped like a bad habit, like, and then it just doesn't get mentioned again. It doesn't get referenced. Like there's no.
Her character arc is weird AF.
Well,
Like,
yeah, she's like
yeah.
gets psychic powers, and then she just randomly leaves. I don't know.
Yeah. She's like, I'm an energy now.
Catherine Janeway.
But there's other examples of it. Like there's certain episodes, like Chakotay Janeway. There's clearly a lot of flirtation going on there half the time, and then the next episode it'll get dropped, and then it'll come back again randomly, and it'll be like it's just whatever serves the plot. Basically, is what I'm saying. The characters serve the plot rather than the plot serving the character development. It's the wrong way.
Yeah, I do really like Captain Janeway up until the 7 of 9 shows up. I think she's probably my favorite captain, and it's mostly because every episode she's like, I'll blow this whole goddamn ship up if you come one step closer to me. She's like always like on the verge of like just killing everyone aboard her ship.
Well, that's why we couldn't have a female president. They're just that close to the button.
Wow, there we go.
No, I mean,
hey, who did Janeway go? What historical person did Janeway always go and visit in the holodeck?
It was. Oh, we were
Jane
talking about this the other
Austen?
week. No, we were talking about this the other week because it's
It was an author, right? Oh no, she would go into Jane Austen.
Leonardo da Vinci.
There you go. Who played him though?
It was the guy from that really terrible sci-fi show, Sliders or whatever, wasn't it? John Rhys
Yeah,
Davies.
that was yeah.
Oh really?
You could have said Lord of the
Wow.
Rings. You know, Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, well I know. Yeah, well I was going to say he is quite a big actor in Lord of the Rings. And
Yeah.
stuff, but he's under heavy makeup there. Like you can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
necessarily
Harry Kim did get done dirty as well because he was an interesting character, and they should have just focused on him a lot more.
I was gonna say he was my favorite of any episode that I've seen. Besides, of course, Neelix. What a character! The fucking Jar Jar Binks of the Star Trek universe.
He really is. He really is. That being said, there were episodes with Neelix that were really fucking good. Like there was that one that was dealing with Jatrell or whatever, like where it was the guy who set off the bomb that killed his family, and it was like really heavy stuff. And like Ethan Phillips, who plays the guy, was like playing it really well, and it was like fucking hell, Neelix can, like, if he's written properly, can actually be a pretty good character. But then like on most other episodes, he's just a fucking Jar Jar Binks of Star Trek. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's necessarily the guy who plays him's fault. It's more the fact that they've just set him up as a weird, creepy, semi-pedophilic, just weird alien from
comic relief.
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't just a bomb that killed his family, right? It was this entire planet, or like a big chunk of it. It was like something huge, like everybody that talked to anybody from that race was like, "Oh yeah, everyone got murdered."
It was like the moon, and it wiped out the whole moon and stuff. And then there was the whole
Yeah.
aspect of him, the fact that he was supposed to be in the military thing that was supposed to go and respond, and he absconded or whatever, and he was a deserter.
Yeah.
And the guilt he was carrying with, like, it was really heavy stuff, man. Like, it was like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're taking your comic relief character and going really deep on him here. Like, it was,
Yeah.
but it was really
Well,
good. Like, yeah.
and that he was like a junker. Like I don't think in any other Star Trek iteration there was like just like I can't think of anyone else who was like a junk only guy. I guess they did it a couple times with the ship, Flyboy's ship, the hot rod shuttle.
Yeah, yeah, I
That's
know what
a
you mean.
that's maybe one of the best characters, this starship.
The ship is the best character. But well, Neelix, like in the first episode or the first couple episodes, he had this kind of edge. He was there was an edginess there, which kind of very, very quickly got dropped.
I'm channeling James right now because not only are you still talking about Star Trek Voyager,
Talking about
you're
Neelix.
focusing on Neelix. So
Right, the Zach's got pizza in the oven. So yeah, Crispy Eye says that Danny's carrying GameFront at the moment. The Americans need to pull their fingers out, whatever.
pull their fingers out of where? Where are our fingers?
Yeah, where
Are they in
my
a pie?
fingers are all right
Oh,
here.
there's a scene in a ghost story where literally a person eats a pie for
Why are you
about
talking about a ghost
10,
story
12
again?
minutes.
You
Because
haven't
you
got
need to
me.
watch it, Danny. It literally, you're gonna like blow like mini loads just from that one scene.
It's like,
she's just going to town
I'm
on
going
a
to go
pie.
on James here because you're talking about Star Trek for 20 minutes. Oh, but and then literally 4 hours later. So that scene in a
Talk
ghost
about
story.
what I
was
wanna talk
really-
about.
You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, Zach.
Neelix.
Matt
Every ti-
Lever, nostalgia is always in HD.
That's
Omar
true.
asks, dude, I have a question about Alien Isolation. I know you played it 6 years ago, but maybe you remember this. Does Alien Returns after Mission 10?
So this is a comment that has nothing to do with the video that basically this is a comment. So the guy left a comment on one of Mitch's walkthroughs of Alien Isolation from 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then decided because he wasn't getting a reply to leave the comment on this video. The answer is
wow.
I'm sorry, Omar. I don't know the answer to the question.
Wait, does he? I could Google it for him, or is he
I'm
doing
doing
a
that
bit?
right now.
I would politely suggest that Omar could Google it for himself.
Oh,
Wow, this is
Wow.
Danny's community
Yikes.
management skills coming out.
yeah.
I would suggest that he could just fucking Google it.com// whatever he wants to search for.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but I
Holy
can't
cow.
listen.
Here,
by the-
I'll respond to him with a link to another website, another journalist that gaming website. That would be probably appreciated. Correct?
you do what you do, you Zach. You do you.
I'm just going by, what you're
Hill,
doing.
This looks and sounds a lot like Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, which is not surprising since both are made on ID Tech 3 game engine and basically by the same developer. Speaking about Jedi Knight series, maybe you could do a playthrough of it. GameFront, yeah, they're basically the exact same engine. Both have Raven IRC. The modding tools are the same for both. I know that much. This isn't a new game, is it?
This game is very old. It was 2000, 2001, something like that.
Holy moly, yeah. But it's an action Star Trek game?
It's a first-person
First-person
shooter. It's
shooter.
a first-person shooter, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the multiplayer was a lot of fun. I used to play it with friends that LAN parties.
You're like, we can't be caught dead playing GoldenEye. We gotta play this Elite Force
No,
game.
Doom, Quake, it's all about Star Trek, Voyager, Elite Force.
Well, it's literally in the Quake 3 Arena engine, so it's just Quake 3 but Star Trek. It's really good. If you like shooters, well, if you like Star Trek and shooters from that area, Jedi Knight is exactly the same, but it's just for Star Wars. Like, funnily enough, they wrangled the license for both, I guess, Raven and Activision. So,
but Star Trek is not like really like a shoot 'em up game or like shoot 'em up world.
Did you watch the recent movies?
Oh, come on. You know that the movies aren't for us.
Oh, they're for me.
They're for you. That's to keep it relevant to like non-fans.
To the youths of this, you boomers don't get it.
Yeah.
I guess it does feel a bit too shooty for Star Trek of that time, but it works quite well.
If it works, it works. Who am I? Just a guy who loves an IP.
I think you should play it and tell me what you think, because I'd be curious
Nah,
to know what you
I'm
think.
good.
Fucking hell, I honestly don't know why about that.
Ooh, here we go. The good one.
Right.
Good stuff.
We're at the end now. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Have either of you played this?
Not in
Nope.
forever.
Nope. Cool. So it's just a remake of Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, basically. I've completed 1, so I thought I'd start 2. And this video is my starting of 2.
It's that same weird, like, third-person 3D thing.
Yeah. Do you remember when we? Do you remember when we did the? Do you remember when we did the demo discs and we played the Crash Bandicoot demo?
He's talking to you, Morgan.
Do you remember? Do you remember waking up this morning? Do you remember?
All right, James just texted me, and
Oh, sorry, James is a dog. Yeah, come on then. What's the update on James? Is he alive?
Morgan was getting in one of those.
Has he passed out due to the paint fumes? Like, what's going on with James?
It looks like he's trying to record with me in 20 minutes.
Cool.
Okay, so now we actually do need to wrap this up.
so he can't turn up for this, but yeah, he's free in 20 minutes. That's nice.
Well, I think that's when they're going to be done with the painting.
Well, it should be lunchtime, right? So if anything, maybe they're taking a break.
Good news, everybody! Gas Station Simulator's been cancelled.
No, it's all I ever wanted.
I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, so the Crash Bandicoot that we played on the demo disc, it's the same as that, but just a remake of it. So
that's terrible.
Cool. So
you know what I just realized? Our previous mayor's name here in Hawaii was Harry Kim.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
Yeah. Why does that name sound extra familiar?
It would have been even better if the deputy mayor was called Tom Paris. That would have been fantastic.
How do you know
I was never a Tom Paris fan. I feel like he never developed as a human being. So flat.
I think I don't know. He did. He by the end of it, he had a wife and a child, didn't he?
Whoa, spoilers.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, it is a 20-year-old show. I'm not sure it's really spoilers anymore. Anyway, let's Crash Bandicoot. So Brad Hahn.
Just one more. Is getting married and having a kid a character?
Well,
does that build a character?
Well, I mean, he started off as literally somebody who was in prison and was
and he was an F boy. That's right. That was his persona. He was like a F boy, kind of danger-seeking pilot.
Man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He was a bit of a knob at the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if anything, it was a bit too quick, and I think this is true just generally. It's almost like like a lot of the characters started off the first episode very edgy, because you had the whole marquee thing and everything else, and then almost by the 10th episode, everyone had just suddenly become Starfleet, and it was
it's Chakotay.
They could have done a lot more with it. It could have been a grittier, darker show, I think, and they just kind of dropped it very quickly.
That would be a really great one for them to remake.
Oh yeah, in hindsight, you could have done so much better. If that was made today, it'd have been a great thing.
Do you remember the episode where Paris and Janeway turn into interdimensional salamanders and procreate?
Yes. That's literally voted the worst episode in the history of Star. You know that is the one episode of Star Trek that's literally not considered canon anymore because it's that bad. I think
I've got to go watch this.
It's genuinely,
it's really great.
It's genuinely not considered canon anymore. It's that bad.
I used to always have it on in the background, while I was doing stuff in my house, and then that episode drew me in so much I had to sit down and watch the entire thing from beginning to end. I was hanging on every word.
Do you know what's funny though? The first half of it's not that bad. You don't know what's happening to him, and he's acting it out quite well and stuff. But then when the plot twist comes, and it ends the way it ends, it's kind of what the fuck just happened there? It's really odd.
Did they bring Dave in for an episode or something?
I don't know. Well,
So,
and they like both know that they. It's not like they didn't know what happened. There was a moment of knowing where they both knew that they smashed and had babies in this other dimension.
but this is the thing I was saying about like the next week, it's just never mentioned again. Like, let's never bring
Yep,
that ever
gone.
again. It's
Yeah.
gone. It's like you literally had children. And then it's just never mentioned again. Like it's fucking bizarre, man. Like it's really odd. So just to fill you in, Zach, here's what happened. So like Tom Paris, uh, something weird happens to him. Like it's like he's been infected with something, and then he basically dies. But then he randomly comes back to life unexpectedly, and then all of a sudden he can't breathe oxygen and whatever. He tries to break out of the sick bay, kidnaps Captain Janeway, takes her to another planet. Basically, they both evolve into salamanders, have sex, have salamander children, and then and then they just basically and then it gets Deus Ex Machina at the end. They get turned back into humans, and then they just leave the salamander children behind on this random planet, and that's the end of the episode. And it's like, okay, cool. What did I just watch?
But it was like, wasn't it that like that was like the whatever mating ritual of like whatever this interdimensional being was?
I don't remember this. I'll be honest, I've never watched that episode. I have watched it like 10
So
years
they were
ago.
they
I,
were just
I
repopulating this. Like they needed to do it. It'd be like if we could turn into pandas
I don't think it was
and like
anything.
expedite that process.
I don't think it had that much logic to it. I think it was just purely because it just happened. I think I can't remember.
Oh,
I don't. I
weird.
don't. I don't watch this
Hmm.
episode back when I'm watching reruns. I'll skip this one. But
No,
yeah,
This
you
sounds
should
like the
watch it.
only episode you need to watch. Actually, like
Yeah,
I
it's
am going to seek this episode out.
this
you
is
should start and end there.
it's the Tommy
Yeah.
Wiseau's The Room of Star Trek. This episode.
Yeah, I just showed you Neil Breen, so okay.
Oh yeah, I was going to say about Neil Breen.
Keeping your secrets.
If anybody needs to make a film in the spirit of Neil Breen, as in like just fund it himself, film it himself, I think James has to do this. Like he needs to make his own movie. I think we need to
Maybe
help him with it.
he should reimagine this Star Trek Voyager episode.
I quite like
Where-
the idea of him just getting electrocuted while standing in a puddle, taking Punko for a walk. I think there's money in that film. I think there is a
Okay.
lot of money in that film.
And they switch bodies.
And they switch
No,
bodies.
Because
because
if you just
they just get roasted by by 240 volts of pure power, baby.
or it's just James gets like his hair is all puffed up and just Punker's fine, just walking and dragging his body like on the ground through Venice. That's the short. It's just like my day out with my owner. Zach.
I was thinking more the body swap thing, but sure.
Yeah. Computer that wore tennis shoes. It's inside Punkert. Oh my.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, Brad Hunt says, if memory serves, the last Crash Bandicoot game I played was the one Naughty Dog had put at the end of Uncharted 4. The first one was the demo that came with the PS1. Yeah, that's the one we played.
That's what we played. Yeah.
What's the one at the end of Uncharted 4? I don't remember that. Was that I'm not sure now. Isaac Sims says, awesome. Would you guys ever play Jack and Dexter? That game was my childhood and it was fantastic. Tack and the Power of Juju and the Staff of Dreams was pretty great as well.
There's a pretty good Jack and Dexter animated movie. I never played the games, but I watched the movie. Just to cut to the chase.
I don't think I've ever played Jack and Dexter either. Have you?
I've only watched the Super Mario's TV show.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show! Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So you're telling me it's a video game now? That's based off of a...
Yeah.
Oh, trippy.
What system was that even on? PS1?
No, it was on TV. I think it was on VHS tapes.
Sorry, what, Super Mario or Jack and Dexter?
Yeah.
Oh, Crash
Super Mario.
Bandicoot.
Jack and Dexter the movie.
Jack and Dexter the movie would have been on TV, I guess. Jack and Dexter the game, I have no idea. Never played it.
Pelagius, I'd love to see the whole playthrough now. Actually, 2315. It applies to bosses in other games too, like per se Dark Souls.
So there's this bit in the video where I'm just explaining how to cope with a boss by saying that you just watch its attack pattern, learn, observe.
Holy moly!
And then it got turned on me pretty quickly there by Pearl. So fair play. Causing me a lot of stress and anxiety, frankly. But yeah, point taken. Point taken, Bill. Thank you. Well, good
It was
news,
a
everybody.
PS2 game.
PS2, cool. The answer, by the way, is no. We probably won't get around to playing Jak and Daxter. It doesn't seem to be on the cards.
Wow.
Not unless we can get that PS3, but then we've got a boatload of PS3 games I've apparently promised to play first, and then we might get around to Jak and Daxter. Depends.
Including Attack on Titan, which is that even on PS3? Because Attack on Titan came out after PS3 was a thing.
No, I think Attack on Titan was on Xbox 360, so it would have been on PS3 too as well.
Really? That
The
seems
first
like
one, at least.
the wrong timeline. Unless they made the game and the show at the same time.
Yeah, it's on PS3.
Unless they made the game based off of the manga.
It was released in
Hi,
2018.
is that James?
No, you just closed the stream. He's not sharing the.
Oh.
Danny's
Should I-
messing with man.
I'm gonna text James.
Will the real James Heaney please stand
Dear
up?
Mr. He likes when you call him Heine. Mr. Heine.
I am James Heine. I am the real James Heine.
Dear Mr. Heine, please get in this live stream
We regret to inform you that you are being requested
just for a sec.
because Red Rhinelander is going to shit a brick.
Don't
And he's going to throw
people
it through a
will
I don't know.
riot. Kisses.
When you said
The
we regret to
second-
inform you, I thought you were going to say we regret to inform you that your credit card has been declined again.
Kisses, the second love of your life. F you, punker. Morgan.
Why have you got heat with Punker?
Well, if I'm gonna be number
She
two,
knows
I
what
have
she
to
did.
I have to edge out Punker because I'm not gonna beat Aaron in James's love, but I might be able to beat the dog.
Oh my god, you're so violent. You just want to beat all these people and these animals.
Or James's love.
I see. So if
See,
Aaron,
that's what's
Aaron's
gonna
in the
that's
number
what's
one,
gonna happen. Morgan's gonna get like the bowl, Punkert's bowl all set up to like electrocute Punkert, and then instead we're gonna find out that James actually drinks from dog bowls. He electrocutes himself.
This is the plot. This is the movie. So the
Morgan
movie
runs
is
in. No!
yeah. Morgan and Punker are fighting for the number 2 spot for James's affection. Morgan sets up this trap to electrocute Punker by electrifying the dog bowl. James takes a drink from the dog bowl while holding Punker on a lead because they're about to go for a walk. And that's when the switch occurs, and that's when James ends up in Punker's body and Punker ends up in James's. And then the rest of the movie is basically like people thinking, oh, something's a bit off with James, but we can't quite put our finger on it because you know, like he's walking up to lampposts and just taking a pee on them and stuff like that. And people are thinking, well, you know, that is odd behavior, but it is James. And basically the whole thing is about, you know, trying to get to the bottom of it. Maybe there's like a scientist character we can introduce who then starts to run experiments on them and stuff. And then, it basically, I've not come up with an ending yet, but I think that's a good start to the film.
Well, no, it just ends like Freaky Friday. It just has to figure out like, oh, okay, we have to recreate that thing again to make your guys' body swap again. But then it's just like Punkert's going to be like too like, oh no, I don't want to go back. I love being a human. And it's not hard pretending to be James. Or, and I'm just throwing this out there, it could be more of a Weekend at Bernie's proposal where you do this, you accidentally get James killed, and so Morgan and Punkert have to work together and prop up James's body and like, no, Aaron, hi, it's me, James, I'm alive, and like they have to now work together even though at first they were fighting again, and then it turns out they just dispose of his body off the end of the Venice Beach pier, and everyone's happy.
How about this for a plot twist? So James is in the dog, and the dog is in James. So
we're there already with you on that.
So the character, so James's body being controlled by Punker could be involved in some kind of horrific accident and be killed, right? So James is now dead. So James's body is now dead, and technically Punker as well. So that would be a sad part of it. But you know, that's the heartbreak side of it. But James's body is now dead, but James is still alive because he's in the dog. And somebody figures this out, and then they think, okay, we now need to build him again. We need to build a robot James to then transfer the consciousness of James out of Punkert's body into robot James. And then we can also, the scientists maybe can figure out how to get Punkert's memory engrams out of James's dead body into the dog. So the dog's back and James is now a robot. But then James, now being a robot and also an egomaniac, sort of goes off the rails a little bit and starts to terrorize, civilization. Maybe a bit of a Terminator sort of RoboCop kind of vibe now going on, where James is going around threatening people in a very, very suspicious Austrian accent or something like that. I think it could be a moneymaker. This
it will work for me.
Yeah, we're booting up the robot for James, and it's just like, what? Choose your preferred language. Accidentally chose German.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck. It's gonna be James, but he's gonna speak German the whole time. Guten Tag, Fräulein.
I want to take this like small moment now that we're talking about like robots and cyborgs and stuff to just like remind people that Elon Musk is a grifting piece of garbage and that he's not making robots that are going to be functional anytime in our lifetime.
That's fired, man. I gotta check my stock. I think it just plummeted.
I hope so.
I gotta get that stuff out of there.
Do you have any Tesla stock or SpaceX stock?
Me? Hell no. That's
yes,
all,
I do.
It's all built on a wish and a wonder. Where are my solar shingles? Where are they? Who has them?
I have no idea.
Give them to Morgan now, Mr. Musk.
I watched the reveal like 8 years ago or 9 years ago, and it's supposed to be cheaper than putting regular roof on your house, and now nobody has one. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, we're talking about a dude who was talking about making magic underground car parks where you could just park on the street and the ground would swallow your car up and just move it somewhere else and all this crazy stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. I mean, this,
Well, why?
Well, why? And then, to try and combat the lack of space and traffic, I guess, but also just like, I mean, I don't know a lot about city planning, but like it's a lot of work just to get the council to install a park bench. So to get them to build whatever the fuck he's dreaming up, like it's not going to happen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like
I will tell you that underground there are so many pipes.
The lizard people are there too.
I did some I used to do like technical drawings for like plumbing projects, and we worked on the Disney lot, and I've seen like, from the whenever they opened Disney in the late 30s or early 40s or whatever, every year all the way up until now, all of the pipes that they put in, and like there's just pipes everywhere. Like you would have to redo so much stuff to dig down into the ground in any populated area that's been around for, more than 20 years.
Yeah, it's just fantasy. A lot of Elon Musk's things are a bit crazy and out there.
Yeah, and it's not because he's like a visionary, it's because he's just saying stuff. Oh, that guy makes me mad.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either.
And yet, you buy his stock. Interesting.
I had it. Yeah, it's true. It is on the way out for sure. It's what gets sold when I need to pay off credit card bills.
Oh, wow.
Or my truck, my Toyota. So thank you, Elon.
Dear Mr. Zachary Dance, we regret to inform you that your credit card has been declined.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, you need to...
It's all my Brazzers purchases as of recent.
I'm guessing James is not coming.
Well, he didn't text me back. He texted me, and I texted him back, and then he didn't respond.
And he said 20 minutes ago, and now it's almost been 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's for one of two things. Either he's drunk a can of paint by mistake and is now on his way to the emergency room, or he's just forgotten. And
or the thing with Punkert happened, and we don't even know. Like, we're just going to have the camera pop up. It's going to be Punkert.
I genuinely want to make that film. I genuinely want to, like, if we can fund this film and make it happen, I want to make this film.
We got to get a script together. That's usually where you start.
Yeah.
I will write the script to this film. I will do it.
Okay. We'll have it for next week.
Yeah,
Never
get a Google
next
Doc
week.
up. Remember to share it with us.
Well, this will
Yeah,
be
share
this
with
is
us
going to
this
be
week.
like movie of the year, isn't it? Written in 1 week.
We'll do a table read. You know, sometimes writers say that they're not actually writing; they're just like funneling, from above.
Yeah. So I think all we got to do is take the script of Inception
Okay.
and the script of the new Paw Patrol movie
Okay.
Yes.
and Freaky
Just-
Friday them together.
Yeah.
Because I think we can go a little farther. Like maybe, yeah, Punkert does maybe go Scanner's level, like after that transition too. It's just like, you didn't know the capability of a dog. If the dog's brain was in a human brain,
Guys,
it
I
now has the
gotta
oh,
go. I gotta go.
I'm gonna
If I don't leave
do
right
this
now, I'm gonna pee
cocaine
my
by
pants. So
myself and
I gotta go. Bye.
right.
Bye-bye.
Was I about to say something really inappropriate?
No, I think he's just decided he has to leave, and he's still there. So I don't really know. He's
Maybe
just gone.
James is saying now's the time. We got to go.
No, I think he said he was going to pee his pants. I think we went too long, and now he needs to go to the toilet. Anyway,
Yeah.
he's probably a good time to end it, frankly, because
I can't believe it's 43. All right. Nice talking to you guys.
yeah, it's been emotional as always. This has literally been the worst week, followed by the worst fan mail ever. I'm sorry.
Go watch A Ghost Story and whatever Star Trek Voyager episode that is with the salamanders procreating.
That is
Salamander.
so Ghost Story and the Star Trek Voyager episode with the procreating salamanders. That's my homework for this week.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Can I just
I've
opt
already
out?
done half of
And
it.
can I just instead, if I promise to watch the Paper Tigers finally, can I leave
Yes.
those other two to one side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Right. Well, cheers, everyone. We'll see you again someday. Goodbye.